Hey guys, before we begin today's State of X Dive discussion, we got a sponsored poll! Oh boy! Poll! Get hype because thanks to an anonymous donor, we got like 610 pulls worth of stuff to use on this Dive Festival banner. Let's hope for Iris. Let's begin. We're starting out the limited. Nothing? Okay.
That's patches. That's patches.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, it is patches. But of course.
All right.
Wow, great start. Great start. Okay, so our donor wanted us to do multis, so we will fulfill those wishes. First one. No gold.
How many A's though?
3 A's.
That's decent. That's decent.
I'll just skip. Okay, nothing new.
Absolutely nothing new.
Okay. Patches.
Patches.
Other.
At least 2 of them are characters.
Okay. Not too great so far. 2 A's.
Ooh, only 2 A's.
Nothing.
Incredible odds, my foot.
I know, right? This.
I said it in the dive chat. It's called incredible odds.
There's a gold.
That people
There's
believe that
a gold.
there is indeed incredible odds. And
Incredible odds is my
what a
foot.
minimum.
Awful.
But that incredible odds are for the B ranks.
Yeah. You're gonna get an incredible amount of B ranks, baby.
Or
an incredible amount of weapons.
It's gonna be a weapon just to spite me.
Yeah, that's what has been happening to me.
I can't wait for it to be the mortar.
Oh boy,
no.
or the biochem bust, the biochem.
Can I at least get sniper buster?
The poison sprayer.
Oh, here it is.
It's a weapon. It's a weapon.
Oh!
Hey!
Oh, you got the sniper. Ooh,
my prayers,
good.
my prayers have been granted. Thank you very much, Gabe.
Nice. Now throw all your patches into that buster and you're set.
I know, that's why I've been grinding weapon patches. Okay, but we still got more.
We still got more, baby. Let's go.
Let's go, baby. Okay.
Oh, just regular. That's okay. That's okay.
Ooh, oh, that's a lot of
That's a
Nope.
monstrous amount of A's.
Okay, 2 characters.
Most weapons, though.
Most weapons.
I
I mean,
think
hey, that's good for
Yep.
a sniper.
I got 2 more to go. Let's do this. Alright, no gold.
Oh, Christ.
Yeah, this is basically me in a nutshell right now.
Yeah. This is our luck sometimes.
I've just been starving to get
Alright.
anything.
Let's get the streamer luck up in here. Last one.
Oh
Streamer
god.
luck.
Streamer
luck.
Streamer luck.
luck.
Hey!
Oh. I'm gonna scream. I'm gonna actually scream.
Oh, we got 2 chances.
Oh, we got 2.
We got 2 chances.
Bruh.
Come on.
Bro.
Come on. Oh my god. The suspense.
Oh my god.
Hi, X.
Yeah, hey man. And before second armor.
If we had 4 zeros, do you think she would appear?
Yes.
Maybe. I don't know.
Oh god.
There's one.
There's
It's a
one.
weapon.
It's a weapon.
Give me a dupe.
Oh, no, the Stunner Buster again.
Nice! You got it again!
What did it, right?
Oh, no.
Boy, he sniped your position to get that Iris.
I think I prayed too hard for Sniper Buster.
Iris! 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 Ah! No, this isn't happening! There's no reason for me to go on. What? What am I fighting for?
Well, I want to thank our anonymous donor for the 2 new weapons. Unfortunately, we didn't get a character today, but that's how gacha goes. Fortunately.
Yeah, that is a life gotcha. You need a total of 19,800.
Yep, got ways to go, but yep. Thank you once again for the sponsored poll. And now for your regularly scheduled State of X Dive discussion.
Yay.
Hello everyone, and welcome to another State of X Dive discussion. I'm ShadowRock.
I'm TGP.
I'm Mega Quint.
And I'm ColeManX.
Welcome back to the channel, Coleman.
Oh,
How you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having me.
No problem, man. Well, gentlemen, today we don't have as many topics as last time, but we'll find a way to run the clock, don't you worry.
Oh yeah.
Let's begin with the Black Assassin Time Trial, which is basically the Darkman stage we discussed last time, but it's a speedrun mode of it. Does anyone have any thoughts about it?
It was weird. Very weird.
It was there.
Because like, one of the biggest complaints people had with it, and I got it, because in the event when you go to like a new part of the room, has that transition.
Yeah.
Which is fine. It's pretty cool the first time, but now you're doing a speed run. What are you doing, man? I don't want to see those.
Yeah. The hardest part to speedrun in that stage is the rush jet section, because the controls are so stiff, and then you have to worry about the green blobs that can slow you down.
Not only that, but there are occasions where Rush would straight up not go because your character's not on them properly when they jump on.
Yeah, I think it had to do with
Mhm.
dashing, or like, the way you land on him. He just
That
wouldn't
was
go.
weird.
Yeah, just completely jumping over Rush happened a couple times, and then you just walk past him and fall off the cliff. It's really weird.
Yep. Totally do that.
Rush was a big boy.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Too big.
This was
Why?
this was the first event that did the, like, you can use all of your stamina at once, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes.
Well,
that's
actually,
just-
I think Steam Community did it first.
Did he?
Did I don't remember.
I don't think so. I don't remember that. I think
Wait.
it was Darkman.
Okay, yeah, I should remember, yeah.
I think Darkman was indeed the fact that.
Because I remember Steam Community's thing was beating all difficulties every day.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but no,
Yeah, that's
I
where,
love
yeah.
I love using all the stamina at once. Like, just do it once in the morning, once midday, and once at night, and you're set.
Oh, it's a godsend, for real. Well, we haven't seen it in return since. We'll get into that later.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, I've seen some people get through the stage pretty fast, though. I saw this one video where a guy was using Axel, and if you roll towards the bottom, once you hit that bottom wall, Axel will just like teleport to the top of it for some reason. while you can
Yeah.
just keep progressing.
I think it had to do with the collision. Like,
Yeah.
instead of like pushing you out, it actually warped you up top. Yeah, Axel
Yeah.
was MVP. Like, I think you only needed about 2-star.
Mhm.
Yeah,
He
all
was-
you needed was his speed boost after you get the roll.
Yeah.
It was interesting seeing some tech to get past the, well, basically just a speedrun stage, because characters with movement skills like, you know, Axel's roll or like Mario's blip can make the rush jet section go by a lot quicker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then there's ways to skip the Yoku block section with Marino's Blink, or if you have like a 5-star Ultimate Armor X, you can see if you get lucky with the double Noble Strikes.
Yeah. Or Axel. That's why he needs the speed boost. Because all you need
Mhm.
is 1 speed, and you can jump. Like, you're taking damage to the spikes, but as long as you have Stink Chameleon, you'll be fine. But if you do it right, you'll probably only get hit like once or twice. It's pretty nifty.
Mm-hmm.
I think overall, Axel was quicker, because even though
Mhm.
Ultimate Armor X was able to skip the Yoku blocks quicker, Axel's roll, in case you don't know, you can kind of roll indefinitely with it. So you can just keep rolling, and like you're quicker when you roll. So,
Mhm.
like, overall, Axel was quicker, even though Ultimate Armor X can do some parts quicker. So
It's actually something I've
Yeah.
seen some Axles do in PvP now, where they go to one end to get the health pickup, and then they'll just roll to the other side to get the other one.
It's pretty
Yeah.
funny.
Axel is insane, actually.
It's actually pretty easy to do. Like, it's like once you start rolling, I think you have to like hold down left or down right, whichever way you're going.
You
And
just hold the button down. You just keep rolling.
I think I tried holding the button down one time. It didn't work for me. I don't know. I had better time with a analog stick, but after that, he just kept going. All right, you go, man.
Was that on the phone?
No, I did it emulator. Oh, you kidding me? You want to do a
Yeah.
speed run on the phone, bro?
Well,
bro, you have.
the reason why I bring that up is because, well, in the early days, when I could not just hold down a button to, like, keep firing on the emulator. I had to keep tapping it. But I noticed, I think after the recent Nox update, I can actually hold it down now. It makes, doing pizza cutter a lot easier.
Really? Because I never had that problem. At
I
all.
did for whatever reason, but it's been fixed now. However it happened.
Yeah. I mean, maybe it was a phone thing because I barely play on the phone itself. I
Mhm.
just play on emulator because you kind of need, like, I don't understand how they expect you to speedrun with touch controls. I mean, it's probably possible if you had enough patience for it, but I don't.
You just have to be used to it, I think, but even then, controller users always have an advantage.
You know,
Oh yeah.
it was fun.
Yeah, I mean, it was there. I mean, the rewards weren't too great. It was just, here you go, I guess.
Yeah, it was like, they're like okay rewards. I didn't mind it.
As they say, it's better than nothing.
Yeah.
This is true.
Yeah, like I like the event. It wasn't offensive and it didn't waste too much of my time, so it gets a pass in my book.
Well, yeah, it's a speedrun. That's kind of the point.
Haha.
I like the idea of the mode though. Mega Man community loves their speedrun modes.
Yeah.
Even official games have it. So I think it makes a lot of sense for X-Type to have them.
Yeah.
The rewards aren't that great though.
Just a real shame the character that came alongside it wasn't too helpful for it.
Yeah, unfortunately. You would think he would, but no.
No.
Speaking of, y'all want to talk characters?
Yeah.
Alright, so, like, one of you just hinted at, Super Mega Man came out alongside the speedrunning event. So he has his own banner. And how many of us pulled him?
I did.
I did.
Boy, do
How about
I
you,
feel
Cole?
like the odd one out. I still haven't gotten it.
Oh! Yeah, I pulled him too, thanks to a sponsored pull. Thank you very much.
That was such
Make
a great moment.
Make
It
sure
was.
you flash sponsored and put some bells and dings and some confetti. Great.
Air horns.
But yeah, I see his banner was weird because a lot of people thought he was limited, and I did too for a while.
It would make sense if he was.
Well, yeah. Like, the funniest thing is, of all the units that came out of that collab, the one that's limited is the one you got for free.
Yeah.
But at the very least, the lock-in bonus is at this moment still active, so players just logging in can still get regular Mega Man.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought it was done.
No,
Wow.
I
No.
saw it myself when I logged into the Zero account after, just checking on some things I can on my main. And I got the classic Mega Man bonus.
That's nice.
Yeah, I saw that announcement and it said something like 2 months or something that's going to be available. So it's a long time.
Yeah, he's or I would say was good, but something funny happened
Oh boy.
to him. Oh boy, indeed.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it turns out that Proto Man, Super Mega Man, and Roll were not limited. In fact, they were permanent. So
which is
Yay.
weird.
It is, actually.
In a Mega Man X game, the classic characters are permanent members of the cast, but not freaking Iris.
Not Iris.
Oh, no. No.
She's on the title screen.
No, she's not.
Yeah, she's gonna be replaced with Roll after this banner's over.
She's gonna be replaced with a $sign. Great.
It's just gonna have a countdown, and then she'll have X's for eyes if you haven't pulled her.
And then Zero loses his big smile.
You ever played or ever seen like the Harry Potter mobile game? I'm pretty sure if you look it up online, you'll see pictures of it, but I guess the way its stamina system worked, by the time you get to a part where Harry's getting choked by like a tree branch or something, it's like you're out of stamina, so it's like, hey, would you like to buy some more stamina? Here you go. Otherwise, you gotta wait a few hours. And you see Harry
X.
getting choked. Pretty funny.
Remember, you're not at full power yet, but for $4.99 you can.
Boy.
Thanks, Zero.
But yeah, that's basically Iris in a nutshell. She's hilariously not permanent. I found that to be funny. Like, it really is.
Yeah.
Actually.
I get it. People out there be horny for Iris, but still, why?
I was really upset about that until I pulled her, and then I was like, okay, good.
I am no longer upset. I am happy.
But getting back
So
to
we'll-
It's crazy.
We'll get to her later.
getting
Yeah.
back to the
Yeah,
classic characters.
Yes.
Yeah, tell me about Super Mega Man and make me jealous.
Oh boy.
He's cool.
Oh boy, is he?
Yeah, let's ask the guy who's 5-starred him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, dude, worth it. Oh my god. Let me actually go to him real quickly. So reason why you should 5-star this man almost immediately. So his arm at 4-star. Well, first of all, his 2 skills. It's the Rocket Buster, so he'll charge his arm and he'll throw it at you. 10 times the damage.
And it has a boomerang
It comes-
effect, so it can hit 2 times.
Yeah.
Does a lot of damage.
It does like the first hit is pretty big, but the hit afterwards reduced, but whatever, it's free hit, I guess. And then his other skill, he calls for Beat, who is really dumb. He does a lot of damage pretty quickly.
Yeah.
It's
He's
surprising
basically,
me sometimes.
He's basically Mega Man 5 beat. He sees an enemy and he goes towards it.
He either does 5 charges or he leaves after 10 seconds. Whichever comes 1st he'll leave.
You can upgrade that, right?
I believe so. I believe one of the chips does it.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you get 2 rank, you can increase it by 30%.
Does doing one of his charges, does that reset the 10-second timer, or is that 10 seconds after he's summoned?
As soon as he summons, 10-second, like his timer begins, and the cooldown too. So by the time he leaves, you have like 3 seconds left before you can summon him again. So he's not for long. That's nice. So honestly, his chips aren't really worth mentioning. Like his first chip for the arm, you have a chance to paralyze. And his second one increases the damage. That's fine and dandy. But when you get it to 4-star, that thing can pierce landscape and barriers.
What?
So,
Yep.
Oh,
You
man.
really want that because, vanilla, the Rocket Buster will just disappear if it hits a wall.
that buster that hand's just going through walls.
But wait, there's more.
There is more. Oh, I'll get to the passives in a bit. So for Beat, he has at 2 rank, he has increased damage, increased the time, and for his the 5-star, the final one you get, it increases his spotting speed by 40%. So I think he charges a lot quicker. That's pretty cool. But his passives. So he starts off with range increase and harden. Range increase increases beats range. And harden, when the maximum charge is achieved, rocket damage will increase 40% after penetration, so that's not bad at all. He learns Buster Mastery at pretty early on. I think it's
I was surprised by that.
three rank, I believe, because it doesn't.
Three ranks. 3 stars.
The first armor, second armor, and I think even ultimate armor, it's at 5 rank. So you have to go for a while.
So if you want like a S rank character or Buster Mastery, do Super Mega Man.
Yeah. So his fourth one, when beat is summoned, gains a damage enhancement, increases damage dealt by 19.8%. That's not bad at all. But the reason why you want to 5-star this man is when his is the Hyper Rocket Buster. When his maximum charge is achieved, the range of the rocket will be increased by 15% and applies tracking. So imagine tracking and going through walls. You're not safe. And it goes pretty far too.
Yeah, it's like his upgrade in Mega Man 7. Gives it a tracking effect. Makes it a lot more useful.
And the hit's hard.
So straight up, both his skills can attack you through walls no matter where you are.
Yep.
That means you can get double hits pretty easily.
Yeah. And he loves our Sniper Buster.
I was PvPing this man the other day, a couple days ago. And on that last life, I went from 100% health to like maybe 15%. I'm like, whoa, where'd my health go?
Yeah, it goes down very quickly. Very, very quickly.
Yeah.
He's a very powerful unit to have at 5-star. Definitely one I would consider. Takes a lot of patches, but yeah, he'll step up.
That's some franchise privilege right there.
No?
Yeah.
But outside of
the
those, he
triple
also
jump?
yeah, I was about to mention that. Triple jump is an interesting thing with basically how you actually use it, because basically, anytime you do a jump, you'll always have that boost jump available. Whether you do a dash jump or an air dash, you can always do that third jump afterwards.
I think it depends on what direction you're looking.
Yeah. He doesn't change
Does
direction with it. So you're locking onto something, you're backing up, you will jump forward towards wherever you're backing away from.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Yeah, that threw me off sometimes.
you have to be careful with this triple jump. I think it's the only character that does it,
Yeah.
right?
Though another weird thing I've noticed about it is that you can apparently triple jump out of stun.
I've never had that happen to me, but
I've done it multiple times in a Dark Man event where I've done a double jump and I get hit by the onion rings, but I was able to triple jump while still stunned.
that's pretty
Yeah,
funny.
I can confirm. I could do that too.
That's a good way to mess up some vials.
It's true.
Yep.
Oh man, if you manage to time it correctly, I'd be so upset. It's like, what? Can you move afterwards?
I admit.
Or are you like still stunned? You just boost up.
The stun effect still lasts after you boost, but you know at that point you're about to move afterwards.
Yeah. Okay, so that's funny. Ooh.
Yep.
Imagine hitting you go through a platform, and then you're like behind a wall or something. It's like, oh, can't hit you.
Yeah. That's definitely where Super Mega Man shines, is when he's behind walls. That's also what makes him good for sprayer players that like to hide behind walls anyway. So while someone's approaching you, you have beat pecking at you, and a Hyper Rocket Buster can go through walls. So good luck.
And his Rocket Buster breaks shields. Like I've seen it break practically everyone's shield, which is nice. Except Sting, of course, but what can you do about that?
I do like how a lot of these new characters have pretty unique abilities to them, whether it be Super Mega Man's triple jump or the fact that both Classic Mega Man and Proto Man can get an extra charge to their charge shots. Or Iris and her traps.
Oh no.
We'll get there. Any last thoughts on Super Mega Man? How would you rate him?
10 out of 10.
How are there two rushes in this event when you're playing as him.
Don't worry about it.
Debug error.
That's pretty epic. In that case, we should probably talk about the nerf they gave Vanilla Mega Man.
Oh.
Yeah. We were talking in the last discussion about how he's so good and why should you spend if the character you get for free is so overpowered in PvP. And then in the very next update, they just nerf him.
It was unmentioned nerf because they talk about all the buffs that other characters got, including freaking Ferham.
Yeah, they only mentioned the buffs, but
Don't worry about it.
we didn't find out about Mega Man until we actually started playing the game.
So yeah,
I haven't even noticed what's different about him.
Leaf Shield got its cooldown.
Oh.
So no matter what,
Yeah,
when you use it, you're gonna get the cooldown.
Yeah, so previously, if you used the Leaf Shield and then threw it, you had a cooldown. But if you used the Leaf Shield and just use it as a shield, and then like it breaks or something, you can use it right away. There is no cooldown. So it essentially made all of his chips, except for the one that prolongs the shield, useless. And now they did that, so well.
Yeah, on the bright side, it does make the level 5 chip worth it, but
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely, because like the one people would use the surround enhancement, because why else would you use anything else? There's no cooldown. I'm never throwing this thing.
And honestly, there's still no
No.
reason to throw it anyways.
No,
yeah.
it really isn't.
Yeah, like, that Leaf Shield was so powerful, you could just resummon it right away, and it inflicted a pretty heavy slow effect on you, to the point you could barely move. But now that it has cooldown, yeah, you're not going to be able to use it as often anymore.
It's still very useful though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's still good, it's just not as good, it's not broken, basically.
Yeah. You could just be like, shield.
And it blocks things too, by the way. So,
Yeah.
it was a real big threat.
It was the shield essentially that you can just put on. It's nice.
hmm
It wasn't like, in terms of how much it can block, it wasn't huge, but it was still pretty good.
Yeah,
It's enough to catch you off guard, because you're like, wait, I can't hit him, and then he gets you.
Yeah.
having easy access shields is only a privilege for S-rank characters.
Yeah.
As it should be.
Two specific ones come to mind who are basically the real problems of PvP.
Yeah.
Yep.
I just finished 5-starring one of them, I guess.
Like, it's funny how the meta has changed. Well, our perception has changed since things have gone on, because we know the first Armor X is a bit of a problem, but outside of this charge shots, that's pretty much it. Because he still has to both wait for it to come back and charge it up again. Meanwhile, freaking 2-star Ferham and 4-star Black Zeros has easy access to shields like every 5 seconds. And they're some of the beefiest shields in the game.
Yeah, I think, if I'm not mistaken, let me see that. I think Zeros is the beefiest.
No, it's Ferham's.
Oh, is it Ferham's?
Yeah, she does 125%.
Oh, God. Why? Oh.
Hey, that's a great segue into. I know Quint and Cole have both pulled Ferham, so yeah, guys, talk about her. What is your experience?
She was a lot more fun than I was expecting.
She's a problem. Like, I always thought she was a problem beforehand, but actually being behind the wheel, she's a problem.
Yeah, she's also a. It's crazy.
It's like the Crimson Shade is the biggest thing, because her first passive reduces the cooldown time for it by 20%. So went from like 10 seconds to 8 seconds. but for 6 of those 8 seconds, that thing is active.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's oh.
Like, the big way you can catch her off guard is if she uses her, whip, because that had a big cooldown on it. But not anymore.
Yeah.
Because
They freaking buffed Ferham. Why?
They did.
I don't freaking know why they did that, but sure.
I mean, I guess her burst skill kind of needed it because it was like there.
Yeah.
it was like, why would you use it? But at the same time, why, even now, why would you use it?
Yeah, I kind of treat her whip as Layer's saber skills. Like, I mean, you could use it, but why?
Well, the second part of it is really good. You catch someone off guard.
Yeah, but that's not what makes her so good. Oh no, not by a long shot.
Sure. But I've won a few matches with it.
With the whip?
Oh no, I don't have Ferham.
When did this happen?
Alright.
Bro?
No, I was talking about Layer.
No, yeah, it's the same thing with her whip. They're useful if you catch somebody off guard, and it will happen. But you throw that out there, and they're not getting hit by it. You're gonna look dumb, and you're probably gonna die pretty fast. Kind of funny. So I don't use it very often. Only like emergencies.
After realizing how much of a problem Black Zero is, I gotta ask, why did he get a buff back then?
I don't know.
Because
I don't know. I don't know why he got a buff.
Because Raikkosen got a cooldown back in the way back when. Didn't think of it much back then, but now it's like he didn't need this.
No.
For the longest time, I thought it was the C Flasher that provided the shield, not the Raikkosen. But man, that's dumb.
Yeah, that's what regular
Yeah, that
Zero.
was regular Zero.
Yeah.
And even then, C Flash is better than Red Kohawk because Black Zero can use it in the air.
Yeah, and you can penetrate everything. In rank
Yeah.
5. Pretty funny.
Some severe S-ring privilege for those two characters.
I had definitely noticed they mainly just buffed characters rather than doing any nerfs, except for Mega Man.
Well,
They didn't even mention that one.
the thing is, I mean, there's nothing wrong with buffing a character. And a lot of people say that when it comes to gacha law, like they're like, oh, you can't change what they do because you're messing with money here. And it's like, I don't believe there's a true law that says, hey, you can't do that. But obviously the reason you don't want to nerf things is because, well, people spent money for that, and
True enough.
they don't want to feel gypped or ripped off. So like if they do something like that, they're like, oh man, well, why would I spend money in this game? So at least Mega Man is free, so it's not like you had to pay for him in any way, shape, or form. Like touch him however they wish. And I'm actually kind of surprised they're doing buffs so soon. Like I thought they'd just like let this rock for a while. Like these buffs are coming out quick.
I think Second Armor X has gotten the most by far, which to be fair, he kind of sucked at the beginning.
Honestly, actually, I think White Day Cinnamon benefited the most from it.
I think
yeah.
so.
Yeah, because her thing is, and regular Cinnamon as well, is that they throw their projectiles out faster for their first skills. Which helps for White Day Cinnamon's
Yeah.
case, because her aiming for her skill was trash.
It was really bad.
Yeah. I only have regular Cinnamon, but I did feel the difference when I was playing Boss Rush earlier. Her injection comes out really fast now,
Pretty much instantaneously.
which is nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like it.
Good.
And
So
it really
the other
helps for
peach
White Day
cutters you use
Cinnamon,
are-
because that powered up chocolate really hurts, and it can paralyze.
Oh.
Hmm.
Oh god.
Unfortunately, White Day Illy is still trash.
Oh.
Yeah. I guess that'll be the next one to get buffed.
Huge F. Gigantic
Yeah.
F.
Yeah, we'll see. Maybe next year.
And meanwhile, Second Armor X's Showtime get buffed to its original description.
Yeah.
That was the funny one.
So it started off as it was a mistake. It was supposed to be that way. They changed it, and now they're like, "Nah, he's invincible now."
Which is accurate to the original X2, but now
I mean,
Make up your mind, devs.
now his
Which
Showtime
one
kind of
is it?
stands out.
it should have been like that since the beginning because, I mean,
Yeah.
like, just imagine that he's doing it, and then like, oh, I'm just gonna shoot you. You know, I don't care. About
You die.
Like, he dies in the middle of it. Like, oh, that's cool, I guess.
Didn't I do that to Quint once? I don't
Yeah.
know. I
And granted,
Yeah, I
it
think
can still
I
happen in
canceled
latency,
his-
though.
Yeah. I've done it. I before this buff came, I did do it so that they did hit me with Giga Attack, but I guess because of latency, it just didn't hit me. Like, it went off, but I wasn't touched by it. I didn't have a shield or anything. It just did not happen, and he died, and I was like, wow, that's like 500 damage that you just got cucked out of. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, you know, I think all the armors should have gotten invincibility for their showtime because Ultimate Armor X, for example, you know, in the original game, he was invincible when he used the Nova Strike. So it's really odd that you just take a bunch of damage just for using it in this game. It just makes Nova Strike, like, you don't want to use it because you take damage for doing it.
Yeah.
Just punishes you.
Yeah.
Same thing for a lot of those skills that propel you forward.
Yeah.
Like, First Armor X, I mean, you can throw it out there to get some invincibility frames, but otherwise, his probably won't be as impacted as, say, Nova Strike. Maybe.
Yeah, Nova Strike is the big one. I think it needs a buff.
Because at the very least, I've done the headbutt a couple of times that I've not gotten hit because the hitbox is just wide enough with proper positioning you won't get any damage.
Yeah, it's surprisingly generous. Yeah. Speaking of, Ultimate Armor X did get a buff. His plasma charge shot does more damage now in general. It's very nice.
It's very noticeable. I love it.
Not sure how much it needed it though. It was already strong enough before.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think, you know, I just said this, but the buff he really needs is just a better showtime. That's it.
I agree. I wouldn't mind seeing him be invincible while he does Nova Strike. I mean,
Yeah.
that's his thing. Like, just imagine him doing his thing and he dies in the middle of it. And you're like, what? That don't make sense.
Imagine they don't give it to him and instead they give it to fourth armor.
Oh man. Oh god. That'd be funny.
That would be funny.
See any other buffs we missed? I think everyone got a lot of people got a speed buff, like Marno.
Yeah.
Yeah, her
People
blink
like
happens
her.
faster.
Yeah. And it's like,
Yep.
she still sucks.
Axel's bullet barrage got a cooldown reduce where you can just act out immediately, much like Ferham's whip.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, you can cancel their animations now. So Axel just got even better.
I might have made people upset by saying Marno sucks, but kind of does. Kind of sad.
It is sad.
That's okay. She has something to make up for it.
I guess.
Referring to her new Quicksilver skin.
Booty.
Booty.
I'll do it.
Thank you.
Shout it from the mountaintops like it deserves.
Yeah. But before we talk about the event where that comes from, we should discuss Iris.
Ah,
She
Iris.
is
Not
interesting.
finished.
And is not also finished. That's right.
Yeah, she's unfinished for some reason.
Oh.
I don't know why they decided that was a good idea.
Like she's,
Sure.
she's coming in without a voice, and I swear to God, even though I'm pretty sure she was like this for months now before she was released, her shading looks unfinished.
Yeah.
Yeah, people
Like,
were actually
her-
pointing that out to me. I was like, holy crap, you're right. It looks like
She's too shiny.
Like, you can even compare her colors on her model to her artwork, and they look very different.
no, shiny's very incorrect. I think
Pale.
lack of color. Like her
Sure.
her color is like it's just like so bland and nah.
It's flat.
Yeah, you look at Zero and he's like, damn, that red pops. It looks beautiful. But then you look at Iris, you're like, wow. Like I just vomited
Okay.
that looks so plain.
It's probably the lighting. The lighting just looks
Yeah, I feel like they didn't
extra
add like
noticeable.
they literally like this feels like a draft model, to be honest.
Yeah.
You know what surprised me the most? You know what really surprised me the
It
most?
feels
about-
like they just sprayed her with like a matte finish or something.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Mhm.
Titties don't jiggle. That surprised me. I was kind of expecting it because this is a gotcha
Yeah.
game. I'm like, they're gonna do it. They're gonna do it.
I mean,
Let's not forget that her
I
chest
guess-
was the first thing we saw of her.
Yeah.
The
I was
literal
I was
first
gonna
thing.
say that it's anticlimactic when you consider when we first saw her art, we had this huge discussion about how she got an upgrade. She got ballistics.
And
They're saving the jiggle for her.
bro, what if she gets
summer
updated
outfit
with them?
that's
That'd be
coming.
really funny.
Oh man, what a buff!
Maybe that's where the drones are stored.
That'd be so funny if
Can you-
later on when they finish her and have a voice for her and everything. There they are.
Can you imagine the patch notes? Iris, jiggle.
Jiggle physics added.
And it misspelled in English.
Italics. Yeah, it'd be in the broken English. It'd be bolded and italicized with underlines.
They would say giggle.
Juggle. Giggle physics.
Giggle physics. Oh no.
I'm into giggle physics.
Oh god. Boys, we need to stop.
Oh, we lost SR.
All right, sorry about that. I had a random blackout happen.
Yay!
But we're back now.
But the
That
Dark
was
Man event
weird.
is over.
It's like the moment we started talking about jiggle physics, my power just went out. It was just too strong, I guess.
It was. Too
Yep.
powerful.
Yep.
So anyways,
The
continuing where we
X-Type
left
gods.
off.
Go okay.
Iris is unfinished.
Oh, definitely.
I've already mentioned how her color looks all compared to her art and everybody else. Because it's not just a case where, oh, she's just a little different from other characters. Like, this isn't a case where, Mega Man and X have different shades of blue. It just looks
Mhm.
off.
Mm-hmm.
But the biggest reason why she's unfinished is because of her voice. It doesn't exist. She's completely mute.
Fire Emblem Heroes is actually going through a similar thing where I don't know how to pronounce her name, but I believe it starts with an S. I think it's Sayuri. She doesn't have an English voice, so they put the Japanese voice in the meantime until
The Sayuri.
later they can record English voices. It's from Awakening. I've never played Awakening, so I don't know pronunciations. But yeah, it seems that this pandemic has caused quite a stir. Work.
Mm-hmm.
Although this is a pretty unique case because they came out and said that they were going to be recording lines for her.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yes, I do want to talk about that.
Yeah.
First of all, in case you don't know what we were saying, basically they said the reason why she doesn't have a voice out the gate is because of COVID-19, the demonetized virus. That happened. So they're blaming on that, basically. It's understandable. And in a recent stream video thing, they call it the Marverick information.
Why not just call it a
They
regular?
don't-
Yeah.
I know,
Yeah. It's,
because clearly they don't know how to pronounce, or rather just spell, Maverick. They don't?
Sounds like
Because-
Marverick talk to me.
It's not just a one-off thing either. They done it like 2 or 3 times by this point. Just kept calling it Marverick.
don't worry about it.
Okay. That's funny. But anyways, in that video, the lady there, I'm not sure what position she has, but she's been in quite a few videos by this point. She said that they were recording lines and the production of the recording got halted because of the virus. So yeah, there you go. Iris is getting some new voice lines apparently.
So it's funny because it already feels like they kind of pushed her back a bit because, you know, before Iris came out, we had the assault weapon banner. A banner
Yeah.
dedicated just to a weapon, no new character.
Mm-hmm.
No character. And that banner was interesting too because you got basically you got a guaranteed S rank weapon on the 1st, 3rd, and 5th 10 pull.
It was nice.
It basically was a super bait because everybody knew what was coming by that point.
Yep.
Especially since the weapon itself was also limited outside of a DiVE festival.
Yeah,
I believe
like,
that's the first
is the assault weapon
that's-
even in this banner?
No, it's not.
No, I believe that's
Yeah.
the first weapon that's limited.
Yes.
Okay. Crazy.
And still no purple ultimate buster.
Not even Airman's head is limited.
Airman said he's still there.
Yeah,
Impossible to
he's
kill.
permanent.
'Cause he's Airman. Okay.
Can't defeat him.
Well, we did. That's why we got his head.
Oh.
Hmm.
Oh no.
You can't
Oh, no.
defeat Airman, he just defeats himself. He gives you his
Right.
prize.
Crazy.
It happened because Leaf Shield was too overpowered. That's why they nerfed it.
The truth is revealed.
I mean, yeah, when Leaf Shield can block everything, there's nothing to stop it.
Mm-hmm. But getting back to Iris, how do you guys feel about that? Because this would be the first time a character is going to get new voice lines outside of Rico. Before they just, you know, took voice lines from previous games like, you know, the X series or Powered Up, Mega Man 11 and such. What's your first thoughts about that?
I mean, it makes sense because she doesn't have much lines to pull from. I mean, just imagine her pulling her drones out. She's always saying, "Forgive me, Zero."
Yeah.
Yeah, she doesn't have much in the way of battle voice lines.
Mhm.
They would have to record new stuff regardless.
Yeah. I don't mind.
I'm happy to see new lines because that really opens the door for like pre-PlayStation characters.
Mm-hmm.
Or in the case of one we already know coming, thanks to, you know, that April Fool's poll. You know, it's the Zero characters.
Mm-hmm. Ah, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, they'll need new voice lines.
Yeah, I'm glad they're not just gonna leave her mute like she currently is, because it is jarring going from every other character in the game. Then you click on Iris and she doesn't say anything, and it's a little weird. Not gonna lie. So I'm glad they're not gonna just say, "Oh well."
Oops. Yeah, that's good that they're doing something. And
There's another reason for it too, probably, that other people have brought up. And that's the fact that, unfortunately, Iris's Japanese voice actor passed away in 2016. So, Japanese voice industry is pretty tight about that. They don't like to replace roles necessarily. they try to avoid that as much as possible. So it makes sense.
Yeah, a lot of times, if they can't avoid it, they'll just leave the character mute.
Yeah,
Like, see Phil in Kingdom Hearts 3.
I was gonna say that too. That's a big one. And it also throws into question like what's gonna happen with Final Fantasy VII Remake 2, because the guy who plays, I think his name is Reno, the guy who plays that also passed away recently.
Oh. Wow. Crazy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you know, that character does have a role in the, you know, in the parts of Final Fantasy VII that happens after the events of the remake. So
Oh yeah.
that's gonna be interesting what they do there.
Yeah, for sure.
They might just cut back the role. They've done that with like Dragon Ball when a voice actor passes away, and it's like just anime only stuff. Like with Super, it was like just like King Kai's voice was like extremely ill, so he's like barely doing anything in the beginning of Super, and then they just dropped the character because he couldn't keep doing the voice. So it's probably going to be severely reduced, unfortunately.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, that was a downer.
Yep. But yeah, it just calls into question like, for example, who's going to be the new voice for Iris, since they can't exactly get the old one back now. Yeah, so yeah, it makes a lot of sense why they would have to record a new voice, since I guess it would be kind of disrespectful to just use the old ones now, in a way.
Yeah.
Not exactly sure how it works, but sure.
I think it would be better to just record new stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gives more variety.
Plus, who knows? Maybe they might use her in the future or something.
Like X9.
She's back.
Yeah, she's back, baby.
Hey, new generation replace copy chips. Very well
It's
could.
a deep log error.
Oh my god. No.
Imagine like this mobile game exists to give an excuse to bring back some characters for X9, like Sigma and Iris.
Yeah. Oh, can you imagine like if Layer is a new generation Reploid? Zero's just like, I have a favor to ask of you. Can you turn into this? And don't question it.
Well, first off, that'd be really creepy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she would just be like, oh, Zero finally noticed me.
Oh. Oh.
Don't do that.
Oh.
I'm still on Team
Oh,
Layer.
poor
but
Layer.
It's still true.
No. Getting demolished every second for awake existence.
So after that downer, how about you go to something that'll bring us back up, like the Jacob elevator?
Did we even talk about Iris' skills?
Yeah, we're
No,
not
we
even
did
gonna talk how
not.
she plays.
Technically, we kind of skipped over to her. We kind of skipped the Jacob elevator and the Assault banner happening.
Yeah. Let's just back up a little bit and let's just talk about how broken Iris is. Let's just be honest here.
The mines can change trajectories. I had no idea, and it's
They will
just
chase
the
you
most fun
down.
thing. It's so
chase
much
you
fun.
down.
And they chase you down for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I was using her in the boss challenge mode, just to, just kind of use her before getting into PvP. And on Rangda Bangda, just sending out a mine, and then if one of his eyes explodes, it'll just change where it's going and just go straight there. It's like Mega Man 5 Beat when you're fighting Wily and he just goes to the new spot before he appears. It was really crazy, and it kind of made me laugh. And then just setting traps in PvP is so like silly and fun.
It's crazy.
I don't have any of her skills. She's still 0 stars, but she's 5 stars in my heart.
Well, she's a monster at 5 stars because she becomes
Yeah.
her boss fights.
Yeah, at 0 star, she's okay at best. She's just there. But at 5 star, she's oh.
Tell me about it.
Yep.
Well, first
So-
we have her passives at the stars. There's Augmented Wish, which we never actually talked about her Wish skill, which is, just a big AoE paralyze.
Yeah,
She does,
like
tap
she
a
does
button.
the
yeah, because she has 2 skills. She has the Floating Mines, and then she has the Peaceful Wish. And Peaceful Wish is exactly like Cinnamon's heal or her skill, where it's only 1 level. You don't increase it.
Does no damage,
you
but it's just
can
an
increase
instant
the
stun.
range.
It's just an instant stun. It's got a. If I remember correctly, it had a pretty decent radius. Kind
Well,
of.
it gets bigger with her first passive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it gets a little bit bigger. So
Mhm.
I think what's I have to see it in person again because I only saw it like once or twice and I was able to dodge it a few times, but the other times I got caught in that. Kind of weird. I don't know. But yeah, it's just a big purple circle. It's like, oh, I'm paralyzed now. I guess.
Yep.
Does it break through shields? Like, I can't tell with PvP lag if
Not at
their shield
first
just
it does.
disappears.
What-
Not at first.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah.
Well, actually, to be specific, as I found out, stunning doesn't matter if you have a shield up. You'll still get stunned.
Yeah, you'll
Since
still
it
get
doesn't do
stunned.
damage anyways, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, that's actually really funny. That shields doesn't block statuses. That's pretty funny.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can still get poisoned, but you don't take damage. You can still get burned, but you don't take damage. You can get frozen, and you'll still have the movement penalty, which is funny. So yeah, like all your skill points are gonna go towards floating mines. So it just summons a mine, and then it chases you if it sees you, or it disappears
Does a
after
lot
10
of-
seconds. 10 seconds
it
feel
does a lot
like
of-
forever.
It does a lot of damage too.
Yes.
In that trailer, they showed a clip where she used the mines against Ultimate Armor X, and it took out more than half his health, like 60% at least.
They did pretty decent damage.
Being her
That's-
only tag that does damage, it kind of has to.
Yeah.
Doesn't even tell you how much. It just says, "Oh, here's a mine. Go."
The thing is, though, it's like
No.
it goes through walls, it chases you.
Yep.
There's not much you can do other than try to destroy it.
Yeah, you can
And-
destroy the mines. If you have a ranged weapon, they go down easy. But if you have a
They
close
just-
range weapon, or even a
It's gonna blow up in your
sprayer,
face.
it's gonna. You gotta be careful. Like sprayer, you can kind of get away with it. But with a melee weapon, I think you still can hit it.
Yeah, you can if you pizza cut. It's just you can't lock onto it. It's a thing.
Yeah.
Mm.
It
Yeah,
is.
that throws off everybody's game. It's like if it doesn't lock on, it's very difficult to hit it.
Mm-hmm.
And let me see her chips, because I haven't really looked at them. So she has support request, which extends the duration by 30%. That's not bad. Power increase. And then you can increase the number of floating mines summoned by 1.
So she can summon 3 now.
Nice. That's
So
cool.
yeah, more traps.
And then her healing, her Peaceful Wish, you can reduce their attack, reduce their movement, or at 5-star, reduce their defense. That's not bad. It's the passes where she gets crazy. So, augment makes it bigger. Improved sensor increases their detection. That's.
Okay.
Then I think at 3-star, because it doesn't tell me since I don't have her. But at 3-star, when attacked, has a chance to release a floating mine. So
Just
the
like her
attacker-
boss fight.
Yep, she releases a mine.
Mm-hmm.
Armor protection. When activating Peaceful Wish, this skill will provide enhanced defense and reduce damage taken by 20%. That's pretty good. This is a 4-star. But what makes her really dumb, and this is, I think, the first time a character's ever done this. I
I
remember.
think so.
Love and Peace. Peaceful Wish will now undo all buffs for targets within range.
So, attack buffs, speed buffs, defense buffs, shields.
Shields counts as a buff.
Oh man.
All gone.
I wonder if that also includes Sting Chameleon. I think it does, because that's a separate buff. Maybe. I have to test it, but yeah. She's the first character that debuffs people. So
Suffice to say, Iris at 5-star pretty much has that answer to everything.
she has an answer to Cinnamon, she has an answer to Black Zero, and Ferham. Although you have to be
With that
careful
auto
'cause-
defense, you know, things like poison and burning counts as taking a hit, which means that's those free mines right there.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, so you don't really want to spray her, or if you do, you have to make sure you take her down quick, otherwise she's just gonna be pooping mines. And
Yep.
I don't know if that has a limit. Does that have a limit?
Doesn't say it.
No. Doesn't say.
So she's just gonna be pooping mines. So that's a sprayer's worst nightmare right there. Especially if you're a
that
double
is.
sprayer, because that's 2 statuses you're taking.
I almost say just grab a sniper buster, stay far away, and hope.
God
You gotta-
forbid
Yes.
the Iris you face has the snow sprayer at 4 stars.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
Because shielded hits also count.
yeah.
Yep.
Yep. That. Ugh. Oh. But yeah, she's pretty good overall.
More than good. That's an understatement.
I mean, I still don't think she's the best because
Who's better than her then?
I mean,
Two irises.
her problem is she doesn't have very much attacking.
That is also the
And-
thing where even if her thing is, you know, staying away from you, chasing her down will make you face first with mines.
Yeah.
She can set up traps.
Like that's her thing. She sets up traps, and she can like debuff you or paralyze you if you get close. But bro, you better finish them off, because if you don't, you're done. They can just
She
Like-
can just time you out.
Yeah.
I would say her biggest adversary would be Black Zero, because he can just get in your face real quick. Same with Ultimate Armor X, because that's the thing. She needs time to set up her stuff, and some of these characters do not, like, they just get straight into your face, and what do you do then?
So basically, either try to outrange her or go in for the kill quickly and
Yeah.
finish it.
Yeah, you can't leave her lingering. You have to be in the offensive quite often.
Yeah.
And
Thinking about it, I think actually second armor might have a bit of an advantage on her as well, since Giga Crush can probably wipe out her mines.
yeah, and that's his game. Like he wants to limit out a bit. He doesn't want to get in your face. Like so if the person you're playing against also has the same play style, it might be a little bit weird. But if the person you're playing against wants to get to your face, you got to be careful. Got to use your walls to your advantage, because that's the good thing about her, is that her stuff goes through walls. That's powerful. So I wouldn't see her as an instant win button, but you do have to work for stuff. But boy, you gotta work.
She's extremely powerful though. I can see why she's limited just for that reason alone. Because I've seen people talk on Twitter about how they've been facing irises on PvP lately and they can't do anything against her. They just die super quick. Yeah, she's a threat.
Just don't disconnect against her, for the love of God.
Yeah.
Because the time it takes for you to get back into that match is plenty of time for her to set up mines all over the place.
Yeah.
Nowhere is safe.
Yeah.
And the texture range from what I've seen from videos, it's very, very wide. Like, as long as she sees you on screen, she can get you.
Yeah.
I want to say for her peaceful wish, if you were to go to the gallery stage and like stand in the middle where the power up is, I think it's big enough to reach the platforms you could jump down. I think that's its range. Like that's like the radius of how big the circle can get. Maybe a little bit bigger. I like, it's really hard for me to visualize it, but it's sizable. Not the biggest thing, but it's I think if you're a sprayer, good luck. You might get hit by that. I think that's about as far as you can go with her. But yeah, she's definitely good. Like, she's up there for people.
She's just super fun to just try to predict which path the enemy is going to take to you and set up mines accordingly. Like that was the most fun I had with her. Just trying to outthink.
Yeah.
Set up mines around the health pickup when they try to go for it.
I will also say this too. If the character you're up against depends on those buffs, you'll have a better time. But if you're up against somebody who does not depend on buffs, the most that thing will do for you is just stun or whatever chip you attach to it. Because, yeah.
That's another thing too. With Peaceful Wish, if you're a character like, I don't know, Black Zero, First Armor X, that, you know, gets the most damage out by being close, yeah, she could just stun you for getting in her face.
If you're a degenerate, that's free pizza cutting.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the counter to pizza cutting. Right
Hilariously enough, yeah, it is. Coleman, you'd have to tell me this. What's the cooldown of that? Of Peaceful Wish? I'd assume it's huge.
7 seconds maybe.
Rough.
Let me open up a level real quick.
Bro, if it's only 7 seconds, that's nothing. So I think Cinnamon's like 10, 12. Let me go test that out too.
Yeah, it lasts a little bit, yeah.
Alright, I've got a stage loaded up. Just 1 sec. A little opening animation to play.
Yeah.
Yeah, caution, I know.
She does a little salute too.
Yep. Trying to be a cutie.
That's
Alright.
cute.
Moment of truth. Her victory animation's adorable.
Yeah.
I never co-op.
It's 10 seconds.
That's not bad. That's.
And then
I think
for
that's
the
about
2
what I
mines to come
expected.
back, it's 8 seconds.
Yeah, Cinnamon's thing is 15 seconds, so that's actually pretty good.
It's not bad.
But it's still longer than Crimson Jade.
Yeah.
That's weird.
So basically, if you plan on using that, you have to kill him right then and there to get your money's worth. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to do that.
How long does the stun last?
I think like a second or two.
It-
Not as long as any other stun, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
it seemed like Vile's stun.
Okay. Vile stun is not bad, so.
No, it's like a second or two. I think the longest stun would be Black Zero's because he has a chip that can extend it to 50%. Or extend it
Okay,
by
yeah.
50%, so it's like probably a second more.
Sure.
Yeah, I think it's fine. 10 seconds is fine. I think when you take someone's life, it takes about maybe 5-6 seconds for you to come back. Something like that.
Yep.
So yeah, but it's, like, if you take someone down, a good chunk of that time is already, like, you're almost done getting it back, so that's not bad.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's pretty good. Wow. Oh.
The stun, at
Oh.
least lasts long enough to set up like a mine and a half.
Yeah,
Just
if
with the
you
animation.
if you stun them, you kill them right there.
Mhm.
Otherwise, I don't know what to say.
Of
'Cause-
course, if there's any mines in the vicinity, you can do a lot of damage right there.
yeah, that's the thing too. Like, you don't want to just throw those mines out. You kind of want to like play around with it. Like, you can like throw one or two, but you also want to like before you stun or before you think you're about to stun, throw a mine out, so that way when you do get the stun, the mine's already on its way, and it'll do some damage there. How many mines can you
Yeah.
put down with your skill? With the skill button, I should
Two.
say.
I want to say it's 2.
Yeah, it's defaulted it to.
And do you have like? I'm pretty sure when you use one, you have like a small cooldown before you can use it again.
It's like it kind of feels like the arrow buster, you know, like in between shots.
Okay,
Just
yeah.
a
So you
little
have
bit
like,
of a hiccup.
like a second or something
Yeah.
like that. That's not bad. So yeah, you like she's not a character you can just throw out like that. You have to be careful. You have to plan your stuff out
Mhm.
if you play smart. If your peaks are cutting, who needs a brain? Just throw it out. Throw it out the window.
Yep.
Overall,
So
she's
it's just good.
she's good. She's super good. Spend $50 billion to not pull her. Ha
Haha.
Oh,
Before we close out the Iris discussion, I wanted to mention 2 little Easter eggs I noticed. The first one is with Peaceful Wish. When she activates it, she makes that pose on the X4 box art.
hmm
So that's a nice reference. The other one is, I don't know if it references anything directly, but when she summons the mines in the videos, you can see that you have this like effect around here where these like ghost faces or these ghoul faces appear.
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up. Little happy ghost.
Yeah. So, do you guys think that references anything, or what could that mean?
Your guess is as good as mine because I didn't even notice.
She's dead.
She's dead. that's where my mind went to. Oh, she's dead. It makes sense that she's kind of spooky.
Well, like if it was like a ghostly image of Colonel or something, because you know, like that would make sense because she's channeling his power in the fight or whatever.
Sure. Yeah.
But and this just little spookies.
Maybe that's why
What
she's so
cookies?
pale.
Ah, she's she's a
She's a
specter.
ghost.
That'd be meta.
I mean, this game is already very meta.
That's true.
Extremely meta.
I mean, they got pretty meta during that last story chapter.
Yeah.
Yep, we're gonna talk about that too. But last thoughts on Iris? How would you rate her?
So far, I'd give her like an 8 out of 10. Just with what I have, which is 0 things unlocked with her.
I'd
she's
say 9. She's pretty good. She's I don't think she's perfect, but she's got her problems. But the problems definitely don't outweigh how good she is. So I give her a 9.
Can definitely say
Well-
whenever I come up against a higher rank one, I always ask myself, what am I fighting for? It's hopeless.
What am I fighting for?
What am I fighting for?
And quota met.
Yes. I would hover around 9 to 10. Like, just the fact that she has an answer, she's very versatile. She can counter a lot of things. That just makes her really great in general. Other than that, yeah.
She's fun. I hope you guys can get her in time.
I'm not getting her at all. That's just not happening, man.
Well, you guys, if you're tuning in right now, you already know if I pulled her or not, but we'll see if I get her. Let's see.
Thanks, Raid Shadow Legends.
Thank you.
That'll never not be funny.
People are gonna take that seriously.
Of course they are. They'll be like, why? Why would you play the game?
No, I kid you not. I made that joke in that one video where I went, and this video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. I get cut off with the outro as the video zooms in on the icon on my screen. And some people actually took that as like, oh wow, ShadowRock is actually sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends.
And they sponsored us and then didn't tell us to show any footage of the game.
None.
It's very funny when, like, if you do something for money, people get upset. They're like,
Yeah.
why are you doing that? It's like, bro, I just want to make money, man. I'm like, what do you mean? Why did you do that?
I mean, do you not want us to pay our bills?
It's like this is our job or something.
Like, I do understand if, like, the product could say, like, bad. No, I mean bad like it sucks. I mean bad like they're just awful or there's something shady behind them. Okay, fine. That's kind of one thing, but the most that I know about this is it's just a oversaturated game, I guess, and it's like, who cares? Just let them do the sponsor. I gotta eat.
Has 500,000 5-star votes on the Google Play Store.
Listen, I don't want to eat cold hard bread. I want to eat warm toasty bread
With butter.
with real butter, not that margarine nonsense.
By the way, I just want to point out, believe it or not, Raid Shadow Legends has actually contacted us 2 different times to do like a 1-minute promo at the beginning of the video for them, and I just ignored it both times, so I don't want to hear any complaints from any of you.
Mega Man X Dive is brought to you by Raid Shadow Legends. That's confusing.
Confirmed.
It's like we could have used that money for more polls, but we said no because of you.
No, we're not sellouts. What are you talking about?
Bro, I'd sell on a heartbeat if it was worth it.
Yeah, if the price was right.
From what I heard, the price is bigger for bigger channels.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously.
So be sure to smash that like button, and be sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon to be notified for more videos.
Thank you.
That was nice.
I'm not saying it.
That made me want to subscribe again. It was that good.
Thank you.
Well, gentlemen, we've gone off topic. Again.
Wait, so
This is totally on topic. What do you mean?
so that Jacob elevator, right?
Yeah, we're
Let's
raiding
talk
the
about
elevator.
Jacob's elevator. Oh, we're going up the elevator, all right?
Dinged.
Yeah, can't you hear the music?
It better be the most boring elevator music ever.
Do, 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 do,
Actually, it's the most hyped elevator music in the existence of man.
It really is.
You know when you said you were gonna stream the Jacob elevator thing, I was just thinking of watching it without watching, just listening to it and being really confused because every 5 seconds it would sound like the episode is ending because it would just be doing the song.
Yeah, a lot of people have said like they like to jam to our outro music, and yeah, it's really good. We love it.
Yeah.
So about the actual event itself, though.
That's fine. Good prizes.
It's there.
Yeah.
I have some cool ideas. I liked how like the terrain changes sometimes. There's some different kinds of encounters, like one room where they just rain down those blob enemies on you from Cyber Peacock stage. They might give you a ride armor, and of course the big one, X Challenge. You fight 2 bosses at once. I liked it.
I liked it.
Honestly, the real neat thing is actually the transition effect when it does go to those boss fights. It really
Yes.
plays up the whole deep lock error aspect of the game that's really kind of missing from everywhere else.
It reminded me a lot of Star Force 3's noise waves. It had that effect
Yeah.
on in the background. It was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's a shame we only get to
This
see it
mode-
once.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Quinn said this on the stream when we were first playing it, but this mode just hammers in the whole D-block error thing more than any other mode in the game, which is funny.
Yeah. I think the thing that really upsets me about the Jacob elevator, though, is that once you finish it, that's it. You get nothing
Yep.
else.
You can't even play it again,
Nope.
ever.
It's just there, looking pretty. I'm like,
The execute button is just grayed out. Like, man.
And we're gonna be looking at it for 2 months.
it could have been like with story mode where could have like given lesser rewards. No, I'm not saying give like element medals or anything like that, but like, you know, just like
Yeah.
maybe lesser memories or just experience or something like along the lines. But no,
Like boss challenge mode where you can get certain kinds of memories.
yeah, something
Yeah.
like that. That would have been nice.
Yeah. It'd be just like another way to farm specific things. Like I see, X, Palette, Massimo. There's even some dive trigger stuff in the rewards here. They could have used that. It's like, hey, here you go. You can farm.
Like, oh,
then, like,
you'll be able to get like other reward like once a day or something like that, or you can only get
Yeah.
a certain amount of floors. Like you can only get 5 floors worth of rewards, and that's it. For the day. Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. There's like, well, you can limit it obviously, but at least let us play it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like, or just let us play. Is like it's just the fact that you can't do it again. I was like, what? Aw.
That's a really
Yeah,
good
that-
decision.
That's a big downer.
That's like the best track of the whole game. You're just gonna limit it to like an hour's worth of gameplay.
Yeah. It only took us a couple hours to clear it.
Yeah, it didn't
At
take very
most.
long. Like I was there, and by the time I finished, I was like, oh, that's that.
Obviously, new players will take longer, but
Yeah.
if you've been playing a while, it's not too hard.
Yeah. What's the level to, or what's the character level you need to get in? Like 22?
40. I
Oh, it's
believe.
40. Okay.
But for having to be level 40 to even get in,
You can clear out all normal mode in that level.
yeah. You look at the requirement for the first stage. Yeah, it was only 10,000. I'm pretty sure you're gonna have way more than 10,000 by the time you hit level 40.
Mm-hmm.
And I think for hard mode, the hardest is like a 240,000, 250,000. So
Level 60, basically.
yeah.
So yeah, it wasn't really that hard just because of the difficulty balance. It really wanted to cater towards new players more than anything, which isn't bad. But
I-
it wasn't much there for like.
I did like the
old-timers.
battery system too, where it kind of forces you to play certain characters, or like it basically it makes it so that you don't play as one character throughout the entire event. Like you got to play through several different characters, and that I thought was nice.
Yeah, and they also give you bonuses for using certain characters. Like in the X Challenge one, Elia's Melt Creeper gets a power up, and there's some other stuff like Vile gets an extra bomb, I think, in one stage. So they have cool specific power ups like that. Just rewards you for using specific characters or weapons.
Yeah, it does the same thing with weapons. Like, oh, use this weapon to get a boost, and like that's
Like the entire mode definitely screams end game content, but it doesn't even feel like it's reached that point yet.
Yeah, everyone's saying it's really hard. To me, it's really easy, I should say. It's not very hard at all. But I think it will get better because I've already confirmed that they are adding new stages as time goes on. So when they do that, yeah, it's gonna ramp up in difficulty because they can only go up from here. It would be weird if they went back down.
Yeah. Where it left off was kind of near the peak at the time.
Yeah.
So yeah, going forward with more floors is gonna be fun.
Mm-hmm. This is gonna definitely gonna ramp up in difficulty very fast.
Yep. And you can't use continues there, can you?
Once you die, you just get sent back, I think, to the beginning.
And once you
Oh,
die,
right,
that
it's
character you
just
died with is
bosses.
gone for the rest of the day.
Right.
Yeah.
You can only continue bosses basically because their HP stays gone.
If like you're in the middle of the thing and you quit the stage, you don't lose battery power. But yeah, if you die, that's it for that character.
Or you run out of time, because one of the most dangerous things in the later levels is the time limit you have. If you run out of time, you lose.
Oh man, there was one that I had, and it got down to, like 5 seconds left, and it's doing the victory animation, and it's still counting down. I'm like, what's gonna happen? But then at like a second and a half, it stopped. So what? When I never had the time run out. When it runs out, does it just bring up the "you lost" screen, or?
Oh my god, you just reminded me of something we completely forgot to talk about in the Darkman event.
It also applies to this one, so go ahead.
So, time is so skewed in this game, because, you can, even when you beat the boss, the time just keeps on going. And it's
Yeah.
why? Why? Why are you still ticking? What do you mean you're still ticking? Are you still ticking while you're staying stage clear? What do you mean?
And by the way, the timer starts ticking the moment, before it even says ready.
Yeah,
It's already ticking when you start.
Yep. But luckily, somebody in the Darkman event found out the biggest galaxy brain strat of all time, which is the moment you beat Darkman and he starts exploding, you hit the home button and you let it go in the menu, whatever, or don't close the game, just just pause it, essentially, and go back to the game. And when you do that, and if you did it correctly, the game would pause, so the timer would pause, but everything else would still play out. So boss is still dying, stage clear, let it all play out, and then right at the end, unpause it, and you basically saved all that time, which I think is 15-20 seconds.
Yeah.
Worth
it's
waiting.
It's a lot of time.
So yeah, the time saves were pretty cool.
Yeah, you could pause past getting caught by the green balls too.
Yep.
That's pretty funny. It's
Yeah, you can pause past the beginning, the balls, and the boss dying.
I forgot that was the thing that bothered me the most. I'm like, what? What do you mean?
Yeah, imagine in Jacob's Elevator, you finally beat that boss, but as it's playing out the animation when you win and everything, you're run out of time and you lose.
That was so close to happening. It was scary. Because it was one of the last levels. I'm like, I don't want to do that again.
Happened to me with, it reminds me of Super Smash Brothers Ultimate. I was playing one of the Spirit matches with Mega Man, and I was about to beat my foe, but I was finishing him with the Mega Man Final Smash. And, it plays out that entire animation.
No.
While the animation is going, you hear 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, game. And yeah, I was like, when it said game, that was when my enemy was getting fired upon by the 5 Mega Man.
God.
And that counts as a loss. So it's kind of like that. It's funny.
That hurts.
It does. Soul crushing. But yeah, any other thoughts about Jacob's Elevator?
Give us more floors.
What does that time
what?
skip symbolize? Is that it going away, or when's more going to be added?
Yeah, that's a big bonk right there.
Can I like
Um,
play it? Yeah, that'd be cool.
yeah, so let us like play it at least. It's really weird to just lock us out after the first run. Because there's some really cool battles in here, like the X Challenge one. I want to play that sometime.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Someone in my server had a thing where it was the X2 intro boss,
Yeah.
and after the boss was dead, they're like, I'm gonna go see if the lava still works. You know, as you do while it's exploding, and like died at the same time, like, you know, like right when the screen was transitioning, and then it just wouldn't let him go back into the stage. And
Oh.
and like reload, so he had to like completely close everything out. You know, because like he was like, I've been trying everything. I just want to climb the elevator.
Mhm.
So it just didn't know how to handle it. I think he had to redo the stage, like after he finally got it working again.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Which what I'm gonna have to do where I left off, because I used the 17th floor, which has the ride armor on it, to find out that Proto Man's shield can actually stay up permanently if you enter the ride armor with it active. It's a fun thing where nothing can actually hit me up top.
Yeah, I think some
Yeah.
skills work kind of weird like that. It's pretty funny.
Although unfortunately, I actually couldn't leave the ride armor at the end.
Oh no.
Ooh.
So that's a redo that stage, which I had to do anyways, because it turns out I wasn't recording during it. Because that's when my big old oopsie poopsie happened.
Oh,
Hmm. By the way, did you get your
Nope.
new home button in? Oh man. Ouch.
that answer came real quick.
Yeah, if you're wondering what happened to the X-Dive character showcases, Clint's got to fix his iPad.
Yeah, the guy who's in charge of a good amount of them right now has been dealing with technical issues for the last 3 weeks.
Yeah. You know, overall, I do really like Jacob's Elevator. Song is awesome, has some cool ideas. They even had, like, new variations of existing enemies that I like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just wish there was more to it, and I also wish that they would just let us replay existing stages. If I had to make a prediction, that 2-month time limit, I guess that might be when they reset the rewards and maybe add new stages. That would make sense to me.
That's
'Cause it'll be in October. No, not October, August.
that's my guess.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's move on then to... I guess we could talk about the boss rush event now.
All right.
So, this is kind of similar to the Darkman speedrun event, because the goal, once again, is to get the lowest time. You'll go through this capsule room that's based off of X3. At least the capsules are based off of X3. Nice touch. You fight the Scorpion from X7, Goliath, and Chill Penguin. You beat those 3 bosses, and then you exit the stage, and you get, you know, ranked on the leaderboard depending on your lowest time. Once again, the same rewards are exactly the same as the Darkman event, so it's not great, but it's there. They did add some other rewards though. They brought back the point reward thing where you just accumulate points for clearing the stage. The biggest reward is Quicksilver Marino, which is a new skin. And then they have this bonus point thing where if you use different characters and weapons on your run, you get more added to your bonus point. So it just encourages you to experiment with different characters and weapons, which is cool. And that about does it for explanation of the event.
Of course, getting a short enough time will just get you all the points you need anyways.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's good to have the option for people who either don't have a good setup or just aren't very good. Like, well, I can just keep playing it with different characters, and eventually...
Yeah, you'll get it
You'll get there.
eventually.
Yeah.
It's not too difficult.
I kind of like that method of letting everybody have a piece of it.
Yeah, we got all the rewards in one stream session, so it's not hard at all.
Nah.
Yeah, I think how many points you need? 22,000 points. What's that?
Yeah. And you get like a ton, even on your first run anyway.
Yeah.
Although I gotta say, I'm getting real sick of fighting Goliath.
Yeah, they seem to bring them back every opportunity they get.
They just want to remind you that they changed it from Vilemark to... I feel
Yeah,
like
I think he's like,
it's a personal jab to me.
yeah, he's in every mode, more or less. He's in story, co-op, Jacob Elevator, boss challenge, events. He's everywhere.
Yeah, just to run down, ever since this, first big update happened, back when we got Chapter 7, we fought him 2 times in that update because he was the mid-boss for Chapter 7, as well as being the end boss of Chapter 4 on hard. Then he shows up at the top of the Jacob elevator. Now he's here. It's like, while I get it, you'll haunt us till the day we die, but freaking piss off already.
Seriously.
At the very least, change your look.
Yeah. Where's your Bio 2 look? You had the artwork ready to go.
That's the best file. I'm very upset.
Yeah. Just went out of the way to change it back to the first file.
Well, we've already got that one made.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't mind fighting him. He's
He definitely does a good reference of X3. Just the fact that he goes back and forth. He runs into walls.
you know I do hate fighting though? Chill Penguin.
Yeah. I mean, I like his fight, but I don't know.
Yeah, but for speedrunning, it sucks.
He is the big enigma because he's the one who can jump around a lot.
Yep.
That is true.
And he's the one
And
who's like, oh, I'm just gonna sit up here in the center for 50 years.
I'm also just gonna climb the wall and leave the room.
Yeah, I was going to mention that. Any longtime viewers might remember that we got a glitch once where he jumps to the left, he gets caught on the wall and keeps going up, and you can't fight him anymore. Like, you gotta exit the stage. One of our viewers, Sue, actually got that to happen to her like two times at least. And it's like, wow, that still exists? I thought they fixed that. And apparently not.
Crazy.
The thing is, I've seen that rising thing happen with other bosses too. Like Overdrive Ostrich, if he runs off screen to the left, he will slowly start rising while off screen. And the only reason he doesn't go, completely into the sky is because he's gonna eventually run at you.
I like how in this boss rush event that it just gives you like a basic power level to make the bosses actually kind of challenging.
Yeah, I do like that too. That was
Yeah.
But then
And
if you try to pizza cut into Chill Penguin, just all your health gets just demolished.
Unless you're Cinnamon.
Yep.
unless you're cinnamon.
Oh, yep. That's why I use Cinnamon for my runs.
I still don't have Cinnamon. Like, what? Like, does she just get invincibility, or how does this work?
At 3 stars, she
She
gets a
gets
very
defense.
hefty shield. And she can also heal herself.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, you don't even need that per se, because I did just fine with her Angel Aura giving me a defense buff. I think she gets like something else for having 5 hearts as well, so.
I can run through it actually. Let me see here.
Yeah, she's but when you have the shield, it's pretty easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
So let's get
Not a big
White
fan of
Ferham.
lollies, but
Let's
lolly's pretty good, I guess. So, well, she has her uses, I guess.
Okay, so yeah.
Yeah.
You need to be rank 5 to have this, but one of her bonus chests for her buff is increased crits
Yeah.
by 162%. So that's a big rank increase.
Jeez,
Yep.
that's a huge one.
Oh yeah, I was right. Also, for 5 stars, you get reduced damage taken by 15% when you have 5 hearts. But Angel Aura in general gives you a defense buff anyway, so it still helps a lot if you're going to go for the pizza cutter strat.
Alternatives also include Ferham with Crimson Shade, because that does damage over time, and Black Zero, because he has melee mastery at 5 stars.
And he gets a shield.
That too.
Who'd have thought? Wow. Love shields. But I've also been hearing that people have been using Vile because he has Revenge, which if he's below 50%, he does more damage, and Launcher Mastery. So what they do is they'd spam would spam the cannons, the one that shoots slow but hard.
You also need the 5 stars for the defense debuff for his bombs.
Yeah. So the bombs give the defense debuff. He also gets buffed, or he does more damage if the opponent's paralyzed.
He also gets a budget from using them. He gets an attack boost.
Electric Shock Bullet hurts in general. Does a lot of damage.
Yeah, and his skills do like a stupid amount of damage. Yeah, it's he's also very good to use as well. I don't mind that at all. But otherwise, yeah, the boss rush is fun.
It gives us Quicksilver Marno, which is honestly surprising that it's not a character. You know,
I'm surprised as well. Yeah.
I'm guessing he just couldn't come up with enough moves for half her separate.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
They're probably gonna do the same for Glenn's armor with Massimo.
Yeah, it's a shame they couldn't come up with anything for an S-rank Marno because she's not that great in general.
No, she's kind of poo-poo, and it's really sad. But well, that's a reality, I guess.
She has her uses in single player content, but outside of that, no, she's not that good.
Now she's more booty than character now.
That's it. Just straight booty. That's it. No more. Nothing else.
You know, it would have been cool if skins gave you special abilities outside of the stat increase because, well, the whole gimmick behind Quicksilver and Command Mission was she was super fast. She got 1,000,000 turns in a row.
Yeah.
So wouldn't it be cool if the Quicksilver skin gave her more speed?
Infinite blinks.
Yeah.
Well, the weird thing on the first day the skin was available, for some reason in the character select menu when you're about to start a level, she used the poses for X for the weapons instead of her usual ones.
Interesting.
I guess it definitely seems to be fixed now, but that was odd on the first day.
Yeah. This game is jank sometimes.
It was real jank when this update came out.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah.
Oh god.
Oh boy.
Yeah, let's talk about this update. First, we should probably just quickly go down the patch notes. I gotta pull it up again because of my blackout. Alright, here it is. Gotta wait for X to run. Okay, here it is. So we got that new banner, obviously we'll talk about it. Well, we already talked about it a little bit. Iris is the focus of it. You also get quote-unquote incredible odds, which isn't really that incredible, for sure.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah, let's talk to how about we talk to the 2 guys who don't have ultimate armor or Iris?
You don't have either?
No.
Whoa!
I don't.
Yeah, am I the only one that has them?
I have ultimate armor.
Okay, so that makes 2 of us at least.
We're all alone in our little corner here at TGP.
Yeah.
These boys and their DiVE festival characters.
Yep.
I mean, you also have like almost every other character.
But they're
so
not the
permanent.
limited time ones except for White Days.
Yeah,
Except for the white dates, which I don't have.
I don't have either. Like, all the characters I'm missing, the only one that I have a feasible chance of getting is Ferham. That's it. Everyone else is limited.
I'm still missing Ferham and Second Armor X. One day.
Oh, listen, you're not missing very much of Second Armor X.
I'm still missing First Armor X and Cinnamon, so...
Okay,
I'm
you're
surprised you
missing a
don't
lot.
have them at this point.
I'm 3 memories away from getting First Armor, so by the time this goes up, I'll have him.
Nice.
Nice.
Since he's in the shop, I'm pretty
That
happy.
is true. Yeah, but this banner is basically, well, here's another chance at Ultimate Armor X, and then there's the new limited Iris. Everything else up to this point is in there except for the assault equipment. Yeah, that's it.
But this banner also has the new spark system.
That's it.
Oh,
Yeah.
yay.
Hey kids, have you been stockpiling since the game launched? No?
Hey,
Well, too
can
bad!
I can give you an audible sound of what I think about the spark system. Oh my
Yep.
goodness. Like,
It's funny
this
'cause it
is
tooted.
this is quite a system that they've come up with.
Okay, let's explain it. So, basically, for every pull you do, you get 1 exchange point. And there's only 2 characters you can spend those exchange points on at the moment. That's Iris and Ultimate Armor X. How much do they cost? 250 exchange points. Basically, if you want them, you're gonna have to pull 250 times, which equals 25,000 elemental metals. Ouch.
So yeah,
Yep.
In a week.
In a week.
By the way, the exchange points do not carry over to other banners. Once the banner is ended, your exchange points go away.
God, hopefully they stay for like the next Dive Festival. Like I don't remember it. Like I know it won't, but wouldn't that be nice?
See,
Yeah.
that's what killed it for me, because, I believe it's Grand Blue Fantasy has a similar spark system, where each time you pull, you gain points. I don't know exactly how it works. I don't play Grand Blue Fantasy. Dokkan also has it too. They have a spark system. You keep pulling and you gain points. Eventually, when you gain enough points, if there's like a featured banner and you specifically want that character, you can get that character. But they have to be featured in the banner in order for you to use it. Faye just started recently with their spark system, but it's actually a lot smaller than Grand Blue and Dokkan with Fire Emblem Heroes. It's only they're not the limited character banners. They're like the new characters that are permanent to the pool, and you have to summon 40 times. And generally, when those banners do come out, you get 5 free summons. Generally, 1 from the first summon, because each summon is free every time, and then they also run an event alongside with it that will provide you a ticket so you can summon for free again. So you save 25 orbs in total, because each first summon is 5 orbs. So I believe you have to spend like either, I think 170 or 175. Basically, you have to summon 40 times, and when you do that, you get to pick a character from the banner. And there's no catch. Just get to the points, and they go away, and you get your character. Now, it is the same as DiVE, where the summons of the 40 summons is only for that banner. They do not carry over to other banners. But Dokkan and Grand Blue, as far as I know, they go from banner to banner. And if you have the spark, you don't have to spend it on that spark. You basically spend it when there's a character you really want. But here,
That's a good idea.
they're just like, well, you don't spend 225k metals. I'm sorry.
By the way, yeah. Do I know how expensive that is? First of all, I should say this spark system in general is definitely catered towards the whales. And I'm not talking about dolphins. I'm talking about the whales.
The big boys.
The
Because-
duffest of McWaylands.
We did the math, and if you wanted to just outright buy 25,000 metals, that's like over $500.
And even
Right
then,
there.
the sales are happening right now, the limited time purchases, even if you got all of them right now, like you started at 0, you would only have enough for like 20,000.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I don't know the math to this, but I'm pretty sure from day one all the way till today, I do not think we got 25,000 free metals. And if we did, this would also mean the person never spent a single metal. Or
Yeah.
did not, there's just no feasible way they can afford to spend this metals. And that also means they barely have any characters.
And this is a good time to bring up that one of the dailies every day is spend 100 metals. How are you gonna save up?
Yep. I know some people skip it. Like that's
skip
like
that one.
the one they don't do.
Yeah, because you don't need to do it to get all the rewards from the monthly activity.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just takes you a little bit longer, but you can still do it.
Because without it,
Which
you
is-
get at least 120 per day. You only need 3,000 to get everything. So the only time that will be put into question is February, is when it's not a leap year.
Mm-hmm.
So this system does not hurt me in any way, shape, form. But I also don't like spending my money like that crazy, so I'm probably not gonna make it there. But if you're like
literally
a
just-
whale, they probably already pulled Iris. They're just getting it for the patches. Let's be real here.
Yeah.
Like this is not free to play friendly at all. Like not even
No.
remotely. It would have
Can
been
you-
if it kept it for like
Well-
the next.
You know, we used to say, well, why spend on this game when you might not get what you want, even if you whale a lot? Well, like they did that at least. They gave something for the whales, but not for the free-to-plays.
And I should say something. This is not a pity system. People are calling this a pity system. They're calling it a pity system. It's not a pity system.
There's no pity.
Pity system. Yeah, a pity system actually increases the percentage of the S rank stuff or the featured stuff. It would increase that percentage while lowering like the B rank and the A ranks, so you have a higher chance at getting that S rank. The Spark system is not a pity system. It is it's a good system to like get what you like in the future, but short term right now it does not help you in any way, shape, or form. It's just a number that goes up, and hope you get to that point, because most of us are not getting to that point.
No,
Not
there's
even
just no
close.
way, especially because the banner only lasts 1 week. There is no way you're gonna save up that much in only a week playing for free.
Like if this was
I
a
should
classic banner, which at least for Proto Man lasted 2 weeks, that was a possibility.
That could have been a possibility if you're a dolphin. And I should also mention too, you have to get 25k element medals in a week from Fire Emblem Heroes. In order to fulfill that that spark system, you have 30 days, and they give orbs like candy. You're gonna get enough to get there. I don't know if you have the full amount, but I think you'll have just enough if you do that spark system. So it's like, well, sell my house.
Like, can you imagine spending 25,000 and still not pulling like Iris? You know,
Yeah.
like
Yeah, it would be
jeez.
pretty sad if you get to that point and you still didn't pull her anyways.
I mean, honestly, if you have to spend 25k medals to attempt to pull her, and you don't get her, bro, you better give me her for like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like it's
Like it's good as it's there, but it's like, wow, that's a high amount.
yeah. I think if they wanted it to be feasible, I think 10k would have been fine, or 100.
That's what I was thinking.
That's more reasonable for sure.
But the thing is, the problem with that is that would be too easy for whales to get patches.
Yeah.
And like, so unfortunately I understand why it's 25k, but at the same time, like, the money that you're trying to get is not at the whales. Whales are not the people who give you the money to sustain your game. They're a good chunk of it. They're a nice chunk, but not the chunk. The chunk is the dolphins, the ones that spend here and there, the ones that are on the fence and are actually willing to spend a decent amount. Every other time when they have like those somewhat cheap bundles, they're like, oh, I can do that. Oh, I can do that. Nobody's spending $60+ and be like, yeah, I can do that. Like,
Yep.
you're not going to convince somebody to spend that much money. Actually, this even brings up to the thing that was there for a little bit, but then disappeared because there were some big boo-boos.
Yeah, they made a boo-boo. I don't know exactly what it was, but they made some kind of boo-boo.
Oops. Myself.
That was a boo-boo.
So I'll be honest, I did not know about this at all. I think it happened while I was asleep.
To be fair, it was only up for like 3 hours.
Yeah, so
I don't know about this boo-boo at all.
I didn't even know this thing existed until I woke up and everyone was talking about, oh, this happened, and
Well, it was like
bad.
this.
All right.
They made an announcement on the website that, hey, there's this new DiVE Festival exclusive discount for elemental medals. You can spend like $60 to get 4,000 of them.
6702 on Android.
Yeah, now
Well,
it's up for a
$70.
while. But then, like 3 hours later, the discounts are gone, the notice on the website is gone, and we hear nothing about it until like 12 hours later.
And they'll say, oh, we made a boo-boo.
Like, hey, we took down the DiVE Festival discounts. And honestly, that screams to me that people were not getting what they paid for.
Yeah,
Again.
that's
Again.
that's actually what I heard, that people bought it and did not get it. I think there was also another error. I'm trying to find it because I'm pretty sure I saw it, but I just can't find it for the life of me. But it was also a thing where there was also another bundle that was worth the same amount, but you got like way less medals.
Oh, I actually have that.
Yeah.
Oh, you do?
Yeah,
Okay.
I took a screenshot of that because I could not believe it.
Yeah, I want to see that because, well,
Yeah. Show me too.
bro, this is like the second or third time they've messed up with money, bruh. Don't mess with money.
Yeah, because this happened way back at the beginning at the launch too. Yeah, here it is.
Oh,
Okay, I see. It was that $3 daily pack, but they accidentally priced it $67.02.
oh my God! Consume $67. That's precisely what's happening to you. You're being consumed.
But don't you want those 3 singles?
You know, that's very suspicious that the DiVE Festival pack was the exact same price. So I wonder if like the error was it was the wrong price or something.
Or the
And
purchase
let me-
led to the wrong pack.
It's like their stock price.
Yeah, so yeah, you get 2,000 free and 2,000 paid, and you got 1990 lucky tokens. Yeah, whatever. And honestly speaking, the bundle, if you're willing to spend the $70, is not the worst thing ever, but it could be better.
Just as a
Yeah,
comparison.
you get more bang for your buck.
Just as a comparison, for the normal prices, at least $60 will get you 2,000.
Yeah, so you do get more for around the same price, but at the very same time, this is expensive.
Or you can spend a little over $50 for 3,500 medals with the level up pack for level 70.
Yeah.
So you get more bang for your buck there if you haven't taken advantage of it yet.
Oh yeah, for sure. Actually, I don't know if I mentioned it, but I'm kind of surprised there isn't a level 80 pack. Or maybe that's why
Yeah.
that's why they haven't put it out, is because they're having money problem. Oh,
I don't know.
because like the last time this happened, this was like towards the beginning, right? If I remember correctly.
Yeah, at launch.
Yeah, so it was not really wasn't like, it hasn't happened for a while, but ooh. Yeah, that's huge.
The fact that it's happening
Yeah.
now after this update, which already brought in a whole slew of problems.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, either it was a pricing error or someone bought it and they didn't get their medals. Something happened.
That is my guess, that they bought it and they're like, where's my medals?
Yeah.
Where's my medals? And yeah, this only lasted like 3 hours. Like once I didn't even know about it. I never knew of its existence. So I'm glad this happened, I guess, because I would have thought about it. I was like, I probably wouldn't have, to be honest, because that's like, it might be a whale, but I don't like spend that much. At least I try to spend where I know I'll get my bang for my buck. And
Yeah.
that right there, I'm like, that's if I'm desperate.
It's not that. Yeah, it's not that great.
It's just there. It's, yes, you don't have to like get it or anything.
I mean, it's a discount, but it's not like, oh, this is a great value or anything.
Yeah.
It's like Spark System, here I come.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's only 40 towards your spark.
Yeah, it's only 40 points, which it's not even. Yeah, it doesn't get you that much.
No. It doesn't even get you a fifth.
Nope.
Bruh. That's all I hear. That's all I hear.
No, but you're still gonna have to wait a lot for Iris.
Oh yeah. If you're desperate. I'm just
Mhm.
I'm just getting whatever little I can, and if I can, great. If I don't, well, I guess I'll deal with it.
Well, that's why there's the 5 of us. It's like if one of us pulls it, great. We still got content.
Big if.
Yep.
Because
Yeah, big if.
how long did it take for one of us to get Ferham?
Until like last week or something.
Yeah.
And only one of us that's Iris currently is Cole, so we might have to recruit his help.
No problem.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Let's talk about the other stuff in the update though.
Oh.
So, start from the beginning again. They did all those character bows, we talked about that.
Yep.
There's boss rush. There's a hunter badge event, which is exactly like the last one. You get 20 from the story, 10 from challenge mode, and 6 from co-op.
Yep.
Although the event store this time is a bit underwhelming. Not that great.
Kind of.
It's just there. Yeah. Like you get the special boxes at least, but you get area memories, which you already have a ton of.
That's whatever.
You get the poo-poo spray.
The poo spray. The best thing they have to offer is the deactivate restriction, which you don't get that very often, so that's nice.
And, you know, they also have like the gold electronic conversion bottle, but the thing is, nowadays you can just farm them in the lab.
Yeah, it's once a week, but hey, that's all you really need, really. You don't need
it was valuable currency, like at the beginning of the game, but now that it's in the lab, it's not a big deal anymore.
Yeah, it's not something you need to rush out to get. So the biggest priority would be the weapon memory S rank one and the DiVE, the deactivated restriction.
Yep.
And then from there, I mean, I'm buying the poo spray gun because I'm not buying memories for that. So whatever I get, that's what I get.
Yep.
Unless I'm desperate, which might be one day, but not today.
And then we got another new event open up called the Hunter Token Lucky Roulette. It's similar to the Lucky Roulette that opened up at the start of the game. You just, you know, do a little roulette, see what you get. Though they have some good prizes, like 300 medals if you land on it.
Yeah.
Like 3 lucky treasure boxes. You can even like roll more Hunter tokens. You can kind of start an infinite loop of rolls. It's not too bad, but it's also just there.
You can also scroll down and there are things you just outright buy using those tokens.
And most of them are useless.
That's a rip.
Yeah, like only the first 3 things are worth buying, and the first one's limited.
Yep. You get you spend 300 to get 20 medals, or you can just try for the 300 medals in the roulette. I'd rather do that.
Yeah, I've gotten the 300 once.
Same here.
But yesterday I got in one of those infinite loops. Like I just kept rolling, and when it would get low, I would just get more rolls. And at the end, when I checked my inbox, I had 23 prizes. Like it was crazy. It went on forever.
Yeah, I wouldn't bother with the medals. It's like 300 for 20. Like, get out of here. Get out of here.
Yeah, that's just dumb.
Yeah, I don't get it. Their pricing is strange. Very strange. Very strange.
Indeed. Okay, and we already talked about the capsule. Okay, so they added some new things to the store, which I can just look up. So we got S-Rank memories right now. First Armor X, Black Zero, Cinnamon, the Extraordinary Mortar, this Electric Current Spray Gun, Sniper Buster, and the boxes.
That I believe is because of the event. I think it's because
It's gonna be a DiVE festival.
Yeah, it's a DiVE festival.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is not the worst thing. I wouldn't get the boxes, honestly. I would only go for the memories if you need them, and the Sniper Buster.
I'm personally just focusing on Sniper Buster.
Yeah.
Because I've yet to unlock it for some reason.
Oh boy, it is. I unlocked it. I was so happy. I was like, yes.
I really want it.
It makes my Proto Man one-shot everything now.
Nice.
I'm talking in PvP.
Yeah, he did a lot of damage to me, I remember.
Yeah, because as I found now, Proto Man's extra charge shot level is really freaking strong, and it's much better than Mega Man's.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, that's the kind of Proto Man's thing, because he's supposed to be more powerful, because he's got that unstable core, everything.
Yeah, like you get a defense debuff after you use it, but it's kind of doesn't even affect much.
Yeah. And that's pretty much it, other than they also added, of course, Story Chapter 8, Military Train. And they never mentioned the patch notes, but we got a new co-op stage, Oil Field, from Mega Man ZX Advent. Interesting.
Which I did not recognize because I didn't play ZX Advent, so it was a very foreign thing for me.
And it'll probably confuse you that that stage plays the Ono Van Desert theme from Mega Man X Command Mission.
I wanted my ZX Advent music.
I know, right?
There's so many ZX stages here.
I mean, I get it. It's a desert. Haha, very funny. But come on, man. We want some remixes.
I will say the first stage definitely has an interesting setup because both players start up on separate paths.
Yes,
Yeah, I
that to
love
me
that.
was nice. I was like, whoa, that's pretty.
That was cool.
That's
I li-
pretty cool. But I do notice there's a problem with that. So, if one person is faster than the other, then you might screw your partner up because of that. And it actually, I forgot about this when I first played the stage. So, if they go too fast, you're basically stuck in the camera loop, where you just can't do nothing. But then you get teleported to the battle room. But then once you're done with the battle room, you get sent back to where you were. But guess what? You were nowhere, so you're just there, just chilling, doing nothing, and your partner does all the work. I have seen people fall out of the map. That's a thing I've seen people do, which that's never happened to me, so...
That happened to me on stream. I went into the void. Death says hi.
I haven't had that happen to me yet, but I've seen many screenshots and videos of it happen to people,
Yep.
so it has to be common.
Yep.
You even saw me be stuck in place after the second teleports.
I still think this level is more stable than the train, so...
For sure.
Yeah. But the stage itself was really neat. Like, you go... I wouldn't say they're mirrored, but they're very similar to each other. Where?
Yeah.
Although I found out that the person on top can actually go down to the bottom path.
Yes, actually, they can. It's pretty funny, actually.
So yeah, the players can meet each other early, provided the bottom player isn't going too fast or anything.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, the way you're supposed to do it is that at some point you will meet each other, and that's when you that's like at the exit of the oil field, like where you go outside, because you end outside, and that's when you get you're basically like almost done with the stage at that point. Like you have 2 battle rooms, and then that's
and
it.
you like, go up a platform and battle again, and
That's
then you're good. I did like the stage though. The fact that you kind of split up at the beginning is a cool setup. I like that idea.
Yeah.
I thought
I
it
hope they do
had
that
to
more.
do with who's the host and who's the client, but apparently it doesn't even matter. Because
I think it's random.
I've been host probably the entire time, and I mostly go to the bottom, but sometimes I'll go to the top. So it's like, it's random.
I've been
For
on the
me-
top once.
Oh, go ahead.
That was it.
Oh, okay. Well, for me, I was on the bottom the entire time I was playing on my phone, but then when I got on the emulator for the stream, I was on the top the entire time. Yeah?
Maybe it's a ping thing.
Maybe.
I don't know.
It is possible.
And of course, none of us are currently high enough level to play the second stage.
Yeah, we'll revisit that another X-Dive discussion.
But going off the rewards for this level, the boss is going to be Overdrive Ostrich.
If that's the case, that's
Nice.
disappointing. Well, for me personally, because I just finished upgrading him, so those memories are just a waste for me. What do you think?
Oof.
But it does kind of make sense. It is a desert. You might overdrive ostrich in the desert.
Yes, it makes a lot of sense for sure. And then military train stage, that's where we see some new stuff.
Oh yeah.
First of all, it's definitely a lot more stable than co-op just by the fact that you're playing single player. At the same time though, this is one of the weird things they introduced in this update. Sometimes when you're playing single player, the game starts lagging a lot, almost like you have like a low internet connection, and your character just is like zigging all over the place, teleporting.
I was gonna ask if anyone else had that.
Yeah, it's happened quite frequently.
It's happened to everybody.
Apparently the fix is just to
terrible.
switch weapons.
Yeah, it only happened with this update. It's really weird.
I haven't had it happen to me ever since the craziness. But yeah, while it was... God, I don't even know how to explain that feeling of sorrow and disgust, but yeah, it was literally as if you were lagging. I'm like, how do you lag in a story mode? That just doesn't make any sense to me.
That should never happen.
Like PvP, I get that makes perfect sense. You're dealing with two people and all that fun stuff, but yeah, for the single player mode where it just depends on you, yeah, that's pretty bad. Like, whoa.
And you know, it might be a side effect of the game trying to connect to the server every few minutes like it does, but still, it's so weird.
I haven't had it happen to me ever since, though. Like, I think it was just that first block there that I've noticed it. I haven't noticed it since.
I'll have to see if I counter it again. But getting back to military train stage, we got two new bosses. First up is Rex 2000 from X3. He works very similarly to his original game. He goes back and forth, fires some missiles, and he has more health than he does in X3. He doesn't die in 5 seconds like he used to.
Now it's 10 seconds.
Which means you can actually see the missiles that he fires, because I never know he actually fired missiles.
Yeah, there you go.
He's just the B-blader on the ground. Like, that's basically what he is.
Yeah, it's pretty funny, actually.
Mm-hmm.
He also cannot turn around.
Nope.
Wait, really?
Yeah, but
Yeah, if you get behind him,
Yeah.
he's not able to turn around.
I don't need to do that.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, and you will have to get behind him sometimes because he blocks the whole screen. From my experience, at least.
That's kind of funny, actually.
Yep.
Well, they're staying true to X3.
If they were really staying true to
Okay.
X3, they would have had him as a Chapter 6 mid-boss. Because that was a Floating Ruins one.
Okay. Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, because that's the ceiling, the
Mhm.
spikes. It's true. In this one, there's nothing like that. Just a regular mini boss.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Deep log errors. But the main event is Mad Nautilus from Mega Man X Command Mission. You may be thinking, wait a minute, he was in an RPG game. How does he work in 2D?
Very similarly,
Well,
apparently.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. So he still has that gimmick from his Command Mission fight where if his hole is closed, you cannot attack him. He just blocks every attack. And you have to wait until it opens up to actually do damage. He still has all of his moves from Command Mission, like the lasers and all that. It's mostly like just lasers.
That was his
Yeah.
thing.
Yep. You will never defeat my avowed foe.
It was actually very easy if you bring cinnamon, ironically enough.
Yeah. I love the lasers though, because they were definitely from the from the turrets in chapter 4. The Air Force base.
Yeah, 4.
Yeah, it was literally those beams were literally the beams from the turrets, but colored. It was pretty funny. Oh.
Yeah, I was sort of surprised at how colorful those lasers were.
Yeah.
I don't remember them having that many assortment of colors in the original game.
Well, they were a lot thinner back then, so it was probably hard to tell. These things
Perhaps
take up most of the screen.
It did.
Yeah.
It was a very nice fight. I'll admit it was.
I liked
I
it.
didn't expect it. It was like, wow, this is actually a pretty cool little fight. So I can't wait for him to come out in boss rush because. Wow. This ship is pretty cool, yo. It's been there forever. I'm here waiting.
It has. Yeah, that trip's gonna be cool. Basically, it makes it so your opponents do less damage.
And guess where it goes? It goes on sprayer. Go have fun.
Yo. Yep.
It's like,
Sprayers rejoice. Because like even Iris is a good sprayer character.
yeah, she can be.
So she can hide behind walls.
Yeah.
Same with Super Mega Man. You know, the 2 newest characters are great sprayer user characters.
Go figure.
Also, the story outright implying that Sigma might be on his way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that dialogue with Matt Knowles was very meta.
Yeah.
He says things like, "You should know how these things work now because you played the Mega Man X series for so long." It's so weird. Even now, to read dialogue like that and be like, wow, they're breaking the fourth wall. No, they're not breaking it. They're shattering the fourth wall.
They
They Kool-Aid Man through it. We talked about this off the air, but it really seems like they're setting up for like the conclusion of the story. Like they're kind of rushing through it. Like, do you guys think it's gonna be like this will be the end of chapter 1 of the story, and then it'll be like a new story arc afterwards, or it'll just be a fake out and it'll just keep going? What do you guys think?
That's what I'm thinking. That we're getting close to the first arc, and we'll be heading into season 2 shortly after.
Probably like, maybe like at the half-year anniversary, we'll get to the next arc.
Yeah, I can see something like that.
Let's hope it brings more character interactions.
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah,
nice.
Instead of none.
I love all 0 of them. That one that didn't
Yeah.
happen was
Yeah.
my favorite.
Like, you know, after the fight, you know, Rico was talking like, you know, yeah, all the precious memories that me and the player had together will never be destroyed. It's like, what memories? We don't even talk to you outside of story mode. And when we do,
Bro, I don't even...
it's like, when it's over, you're just gone.
Bro, I don't even like you. What do you mean?
Who are you?
Yeah, they pulled a whole Link's Awakening thing with Mad Novice, where they say, "Oh, if you wake up the Windfish, fix the deep log errors." All the characters that don't belong to the X series will be gone. So goodbye Classic, goodbye Roll. It's like everything will go back to normal. It's like, okay.
Not only that, they tried to pull the whole like Maverick philosophy thing that later X team tried to do. Like, what is Maverick? And Nautilus is going like, oh, don't you think that we errors have a reason for being around? It's like, no, that's why you're errors.
Are you racist against errors now?
Perhaps you were the error the entire time. And they implied that too, by the way.
They did. They 100% did. They 100% implied that you, the kid who sits down in your grandma's house. I don't even know how she knows my grandma, but whatever. And she's like, oh yeah, like you too might be an error. So what? Was it an error for me to buy the SNES and buy your game? Thanks, Capcom. I'll remember that.
The real error is that you spent all this money on this game.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Perhaps the real error was the friends we made
I
along
said
the way.
that at the stream.
Someone's been watching the stream.
Yeah, all you people in Discord, you're all fake to me. Get on my level. That's what Dive's telling me right now. I'm kidding. I love you all. Oh my!
I love this. I love how crazy the story is getting. It's just so meta. I love it.
Oh yeah, I've had so much fun with this story. As dumb and stupid as it is, I'm having a lot of fun with it. I can't say the same for Fire Emblem Heroes or Dragalia for that matter, but yeah, this story is pretty dumb and I like it.
Just remember,
Yeah,
Ringo
yeah.
says no bullying.
No bullying.
No bully.
Plus no bully. Please.
Yeah,
Someone scraped that. Cap that. It's probably gonna be me. I'm gonna scrape cap that.
probably.
No, yeah, I already finished the story. I can't.
Yeah, you have to use my stream footage because, you know, that's the one thing they need to do is make like a story toggle for the story mode. Like if you wanted to see the scenes again, you just toggle it on.
Yeah. But you know what they do have on? The tutorials. Because I've had it sometimes where I want to do the first stage and I forget I'm not on easy. I'm not on hard. I'm on normal. So you go to normal. It's like, oh, player son, do you remember how to breathe? I'm going to teach you how to breathe right now. Shut your mouth. Push this button. I'm like, I'm level 70. What are you talking about? Like, do you not see I came here with my 5-star S-rank character and you're telling me how to breathe?
Well, clearly, if you're back here, you've forgotten how to play. Let me show you.
I just wanted to show something, you person.
Good save.
Friend.
You buddy. Oh, God.
No bully.
Oh my god. So in conclusion, I know this is pretty cool.
I do like him, actually. Like, the very little time that he was there, I actually, like, I like this character. I like him a lot.
It's kind of like
Yeah.
like character in Metal Gear Solid that tells you things like, "Oh, you played this game, haven't
Oh,
you?"
he's Psycho Mantis.
Psycho Mantis?
Yeah,
yeah.
Psycho
The
Mantis.
voice suits him.
Yeah.
Are you telling me?
So you'd like to play Mega Man X? Well, yeah.
But you know what? He reads your
Yeah,
phone
play
data
Mega
and
Man
sees
X.
all the other gacha play. You like to play Senran Kagura, don't you?
Yes, you like to play Azure Lane, don't you? Oh, I see. You like to play Fate's Grand Order. Let me
to you
look
by
at your
Raid
Google
Shadow
Play account and see how much you've spent.
Let's check
See, you're a platinum member.
Let's check your search history.
I see you got the season pass for Mario Kart Tour.
At that point, I just throw my phone out the window. I'm like, bro, shut up. Like, this needs to stop. This is too meta for me. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
And that
I'm happy
is
that happened.
probably as positive as we can be with this update, because then
Oh yeah, because right after we did that, things went downhill.
Very
bro,
fast.
there was no hill. We were just falling straight down.
The floor just disappeared.
Yep. All I have to say to start off with is just look at our stream, like, just watch
Like-
it, the last half of it.
Like,
You'll see.
somebody had put out a picture, and it was basically the SpongeBob meme of like his brain's on fire and everyone's like running around. That is precisely what was happening. It was just nothing worked. Story didn't work. Co-op sometimes worked, if at all. The most common thing that happened to them, this never happened to me, but they basically sent people off into co-ops by themselves, and they're like stuck in the menus, like, can't play this game. Like, I think I was only able to play like 2-3 co-ops at that time. PvP did not work at all. I just couldn't do anything. There was just nothing I could do. I was like, we were just so bummed. We were talking the maddest smack after stream.
Oh, we were saying this LP is canceled.
Yeah. It's like we were pretty much done with this game.
I'm waiting for the end of service announcement, something, because this update was just, oh my, it was just a mess.
I was talking how crossover lasted longer than this game.
It was.
Yep.
And then
let's just sum it up what it is. Basically, this update, they basically gatekeeped us, like ping-wise, from the rest of the Asian players.
Yeah. So they basically, it's kind of like having a global server without the global server.
Because before all this happened, when we got into, you know, co-op match with each other, me and ShadowRock, we had double digits.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, our ping was pretty good. Like, it was god tier.
But then we
couldn't play with it.
Yeah.
So who cares? And then I guess God heard me scream and cry in pain because, like, shortly after we ended the stream, it's as if some miracle happened. It just, somebody flipped the switch. Somebody blew on the cartridge or whatever, and the game all of a sudden started playing again. And I had the time of my life. I was playing PvP for like a good hour or so.
We all were.
We were just, I didn't even care about loss. My ping was amazing. It was like between 80 and 200, which was pretty good.
For me, it averaged around 60 to 100, and it was rare if it went over that.
Yeah, like every once in a while, it'll be like some rarity where their Wi-Fi sucks, whatever. So I get hit with the 200 or so, but most of the time it stayed double digits, and I was like the biggest thing I can tell you is that when somebody try to pizza cutter you, because you're no longer getting hit from 50 yards away. Nah, man, if like you have to be at that pizza cut, like you have to be like right there, and it felt great. It felt so good.
So basically, it was like a normal game again.
Yeah, imagine actually being able to get away from Ferham.
Yeah.
Like
I was whooping Ferham's behind the entire time, slapping it. Boom, boom, get out of my face. Your shield is not. I was going crazy. We faced a lot of people from Discord. It was a lot of fun. They were all good games. All good games. Every single one. All good games. Even the ones that I lost, all good games. I was so happy. Oh.
But that is pretty much the majority of what we're going to find, because, like I said, they've locked us out from matching up with the Asian players.
Which is fine, because most of them were poopy. They were. I didn't like dying from very far away, and the guy's like over there, and I'm dead. Unless they mod, which in that case I have absolutely no control in controlling that, so I'm just gonna take the L from that point forth. But
you have to get into the mindset of, we've been playing this game for 2 months, and at this point, it's pretty much just a fact of life that the connection is awful. You will get hit by things from across the map. Pizza cutting is awful because you can't see it coming until it's already too late. And then all of a sudden, just one night, the switch is flipped, and it's like a normal online game again. Like, whoa, what? Is this a dream? That's literally what I said.
It was so bad. I was so used to the latency. I had to get used to it. I had to get used to the latency, or very little latency.
Me too.
Like, I was just not used to it. I was like, holy crap. Like, I can't just dodge like ahead. I have to like dodge like now. Like, if the bullet's going straight, I can't just like go up and expect like the bullet to hit me from up top. No, if it goes straight, it goes straight. So I have to dodge that. I can't just be dodging time and space thanks to latency. It felt so good, man. I was so happy. And I could finally face Discord peeps with little to no resistance. That's nice.
Yeah.
I'll accept
Good.
that. I think
It's awesome.
I fought like quite a lot of them too. It was nice. It was a good time. Good time. It was going
amazing.
crazy in chat.
It's amazing just how much our opinions for the game just took a whole 360 in a span of 24 hours.
Seriously.
I think you mean 180.
I'd say more 360 because we were pretty positive before we played the update. Then we
that's
went
true,
downhill when we,
That's true.
you know, things went wrong. Then suddenly we're back to being good again, back in good spirits
Yeah.
for the
Yeah.
most part.
Oh, they fixed it. We're good again.
Oh, nice.
It was so weird because I guess like it went into the next hour or something. All of a sudden everything worked again, and we were sitting there chatting about the game after the stream, and one of us is like, "Oh, I can get into a PvP match." I'm like, what?
Yeah, see, that's just in a
When did
Discord. It's
this
like, hey, I
happen?
got in a PvP match. Then everybody was getting in. It's like, really?
Yeah, really? Like no emergency maintenance, nothing, not even mention from the devs. They didn't make any posts.
I think to this
about
very
by
day
the
they
way.
haven't mentioned anything. It just
To
happened.
this very day, they never
The
acknowledged
only
it.
thing they talked about were those medals.
Yep, that's it.
And Iris, I guess. I think
Yeah.
that was after.
Well, they were like advertising the update, obviously,
Yeah.
but that's it.
It's like, hey, look, here's Zero and Iris together. It's been so long.
Yeah. But nothing about the fact that PvP was down for pretty much an entire day.
Meanwhile, I'm
Close
like,
to it.
oh, you're telling me about Zero and Iris, bro? I can play this game again. Woohoo!
Because, like, this wasn't just like a couple hours kind of thing. No, this was from the moment the update went live overnight.
Yeah.
I was sitting there in the lobby for like 4 minutes. I'm like, okay, I'm not finding any matches clearly. I give up. And everyone was having the same issue.
Not only were we having like, not only were we were not able to find people, but there were times where we just like it would just stay stuck at that search screen, and you just couldn't do anything. Like you couldn't cancel it, you couldn't get out of it. You had to literally close the game.
But really, what happens is that it will get to the point where, you know, the counting down sound effect would stop, because that's usually what happens when you find somebody, but it just wouldn't connect. And usually when it's at that point, you can't exactly cancel out because the match is about to start. But since the match won't start, you're stuck.
Yep.
So that was an adventure, and we were talking about this before it got fixed, that we're kind of worried about the fact that they didn't address it at all. So our thought process was, well, they're about to double down on this and say, hey, you can only PvP if you live in the countries you're supposed to be able to play this game in, and, you know, just say screw the global players. And to me, it's like, that's fine, but at least give us a global version. You might want to announce that first.
Pretty sure actually on the Q&A site for this game, like, one of the questions was like, what countries is it available in? They specifically say, like, you know, if you're not in these countries, you shouldn't be playing the game. So they actually might double down.
Yeah. I don't know what happened, man.
But you know what?
Because I know, like, the only people that could PvP during that time period was if they lived in those countries or if they used a VPN. So we're like, oh god, they region locked us.
Crazy.
But no, everything works now. It's weird.
Yeah, we finally get our own little playground.
Maybe they
Maybe they-
didn't say anything about it because they don't want to acknowledge that people are technically playing that aren't supposed to be. Like, they don't want to publicly acknowledge it. But they're just like, here, just, you have this little corner. Just play here.
Or they're just naive enough to think that nobody in a right mind would do it.
Also true.
Because as I just found out with Street Fighter Cross Tekken, Capcom is a bit naive when it comes to what their players will do.
Oh hey, I saw that video too.
Like, they won't do that, that's
maybe.
illegal!
Yeah.
Maybe they realize that, you know, some of their money is coming from Western audiences that are like, ooh, better do something about that.
My money. It's the
Abort,
spirit
abort.
money.
What's this?
I need my
Where our
money.
stocks go?
Oh
'Cause,
God.
you know, at the end of the day, you gotta think about the money. That's how you stay afloat.
Otherwise, without the money, first.
There's no X-type about the money.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it takes a nosedive right into cancellation.
Yeah.
We are announcing the end of service. I'm like,
I can't believe this game didn't last as long as crossover.
I can't believe it.
That's legitimately what we were saying on stream. It's good times.
Yeah, we were
It
so
sounds
done
indeed.
with this game when the stream was over.
I was like, oh my God. No, they did okay. They actually did okay. It was nice.
At least they listen, dude.
Yeah.
Someone's listening out there.
Question is, what are they listening to?
That is also true, actually. I just don't know anymore.
I gotta say, we joked about it in previous discussions, but it's like some of the changes they're implementing lately are kind of on the nose to topics we've discussed ourselves on the channel.
I see.
Like, you know what? Like, for example, I brought it up earlier. You know, why wail on this game if the free character you get is awesome? And then they nerf him right after. Interesting.
Well, if I have that type of power, you know, I think
Well, too bad. Now they got your power.
Ferham Shield's a little too powerful if you ask me, you guys.
Oh, like I got Crimson Shade.
Maybe we should lower that down to, I don't know, 50%. Oh, no, I'm joking. But, no, I'm not. Do something, please.
Stop buffing Ferham.
Just stop. If you want to buff her, just give her bigger
Please.
tits or something. Just enough.
Are you kidding me? Those things will loosen up as is in her art.
Well, I don't care. I don't want no buffs in the way she works.
They're sagging today, boys.
The only buffs I want are visual. That's it. No more, no less. You really want more buffs to her kit? I don't know.
She doesn't need them.
No. Doesn't.
She's already a walking blender. She doesn't need more blades and new slicing and dicing function.
Nope.
But wait, there's more. Julian fries.
Oh no. Oh God. Please help me.
For the record, if anyone's wondering, they haven't done anything about the pizza cutting.
No.
Nope.
Which, honestly, at this point,
It's less of an issue, but still.
it's an issue, but it's like, I mean,
Now that there's not as much lag, it's not like, oh, this is like the worst thing ever.
yeah, like it's fine. It's like
It still
I can
slices,
just dodge
dices,
them?
and chicken fried rices.
I will just point down and laugh as they attempt to pizza cut me, and I'm like, nope, nope, nope. Put that down. Nope, nope, no.
Well, it's a good thing I'm running the Air Buster right now. Try and catch me, suckers!
Yep. So maybe go out there with Cinnamon. I have absolutely 0 runs in Arena. I'll do it. Just watch. You're gonna hate me. And they're like, no, stop! I can't pixel cut that. What are you doing?
It's gonna stay in the air, and chuck needles at you, and then speed boost out of there.
Crazy. Can't believe it.
Oh man.
Well, since shields are all the rage, I think I might just upgrade Proto-Man to 5 stars. He gets a shield when he uses his shield.
Really? How much does he get?
90%.
Oh, that's not bad. Not the best. That's not bad. Did I?
Well, I think we just covered the whole update, more or less.
Yeah. It was a dumpster fire, and then I dunked on that fire with a lot of PvPs. That was so much
What
fun.
about poo-poo strip? What about poo-poo spray?
Or poo sprayer. Poo spray.
That's a great weapon.
I've seen people use it. It's actually not that bad, but
It's a strong
It's-
weapon, it's
it
just
does
that its
damage.
range is crap.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's more of a
Yep.
shotgun than the actual shotgun weapon.
Yeah. Can you imagine just loading in poo slugs? That's all. That's all you loaded in there. I'm like, all right, you can calm down now. I don't like where this is going.
Well, guys, is there any like closing thoughts on how you feel about this game now that all this has taken place?
I don't like my emotions being played with.
Yeah, I feel the same
Yeah.
way.
Yeah, that the fact it didn't acknowledge anything, it's like, I don't know how to feel about that.
Yeah, that's like, tell me something, man. Like, don't tell me like
Okay,
I just witnessed a fire in your game, like the biggest fire
Yeah,
of
don't-
all time, and then you're like,
This is fine.
yeah, don't just sweep it under the rug. Say something.
hey, you wanna pull for Iris? I'm like, what do you mean pull for Iris? What about this fire?
What fire? It's fine over here in Taiwan.
Yeah, that's like what it comes down to is like they're focused on their own territory, which makes sense. That's like that's where they're marketing towards. So, but get this, they did talk about the region lock thing in a post. We even read it ourselves on the last the last State of X Dive discussion.
Yeah,
They're talking about how they're considering ways to improve the PvP. One of the examples was making it to where players could connect to other players within their region. Makes sense, but they didn't announce it. They didn't say anything else since that post. And one day we woke up and it was in effect.
yep.
No mention at all.
There's
Not even in the patch notes.
no war in Bossing City.
And to this day, they've never mentioned it again.
Nope. Nothing. There's no war in Bossing City.
Yeah.
Nothing's going on. Move on with your daily lives.
So they went out of their way to announce the pity system, well, the quote-unquote pity system, but they still mentioned it.
Yeah. It's really sad. They're actually very, like, and for the weapons, they can definitely split it. But there's just not enough characters to really split it.
Yeah, that's something we didn't talk about as much. On 6/9, right?
Mega Man Day.
Yep, Mega Man Day. They had a new banner that was only live for 36 hours, so we didn't have much time to really cover it or anything, because by the time we released the video about it, it was like an hour until it closed. But basically, they split it between character and weapon. There's one where you can get only A or S characters, and another where you can only get A or S weapons. And this is a one-time thing too. You do 110 roll and you're done.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a cool idea though, because it's just patches. You get a lot of patches from that.
Yeah, I kind of wish they did that more often.
Yeah,
wouldn't
I
mind.
like it. But I think that was also their way of testing the waters to see if people like a split banner.
Mm-hmm.
To see what kind of feedback they may take from that.
I could only assume. I can't really say how it went, but I can only predict. Obviously, Wales did both. Dolphins might have done both, but I think free-to-player wise, they either did neither, or they only did character.
I know I didn't do neither because I went for the guaranteed weapon pulls from the assault equipment banner, so I had like no medals whatsoever for it. So I ended up not doing it at all. And you know, at that point, a lot of people were saving up for Iris because everybody knew she was coming. So
Yeah.
at that point, it's like, whatever, I'll just skip it. It's just bait.
Especially since, you know, the contents of it were before the classic banner.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hope I see more of that.
You know,
It's a
Yeah.
good idea.
we don't need the permanent
I like the
split
split.
yet because we only have 20 characters in the game so far, and 5 of them are limited.
Yeah. Like, there's only like what, 5 Bs?
5 Bs, 6
Uh,
As, and 10 S's. Wait, 11.
Yeah.
At the
11
end of the
S's.
day,
You need to.
The thing is-
you need to have more Bs and As before you can consider that.
the thing is too, they didn't even change the rates. Like characters were still 1.5% and weapons were still 3%, even in those split banners. So there's not really a point to splitting them.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm talking about S ranks, by the way. They didn't, like, it was still the standard S rank rate, no matter what.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah, I think it was too early. I think the split needs to come later.
Sure.
Like right now, there's just not enough. Because you can split the weapons fine, but characters are kind of lacking. And I mean, you might have an easier time getting S ranks, but you know, I would say make it a bit more fair and add some more lower ranks before you consider splitting.
Mm-hmm.
At the very least, add classic Mega Man to the banner. Like, have them replace X or something.
Well, I mean, I say do it after that login bonus ends. That would be fine.
Yeah.
Right now, it'd be like, oh, why am I pulling Mega Man? I'm so mad.
Yeah. It's also
Same reason why I think it's kind of dumb to have X in the pull, even though you get him just for starting the game.
Yep.
Well, do you think we covered it all?
Let me see. Do we even talk about the assault weapon itself?
Oh, it's based off of Great Red Ups.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
It's
Spoiler.
a fancy-looking launcher.
Yeah.
So
from what
fancy
I
it
can
makes
tell,
black holes as projectiles that don't actually do extra damage.
Well, from what I can tell, its whole gimmick is that it shoots a big laser or something.
It's like a giant black hole.
Okay, but it also shoots a bunch of missiles. So basically, it's supposed to do like a lot of damage, but
Yeah, it doesn't have as much ammo though.
it's a
So
it's a
it's a
cannon. Yeah, it's a
trade-off.
cannon weapon, so it shoots slower, but it hits harder. But in terms of S rank cannon weapons, stick with napalm. I think napalm's better.
I also like the destroyer launcher.
Yeah,
Myself.
destroyer is more mortar. It's not a cannon.
Okay.
Yeah, like destroyer and the mortar, and then like the ride launcher and all that stuff. That's like it shoots faster, but it doesn't have as much range. Whereas the cannons, they shoot slower, but they hit harder and they have much further range. That's what makes them special.
It's like how there are different kinds of busters. Like you got the snipers, you got the regular ones, and the boomerangs.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, as a command mission fan, I appreciate the reference, but I don't see myself using the assault equipment much.
Yeah, it's only really good when you start leveling it up, but right now it's just...
Yeah. Like, I want to say like level 1 stars when it gets the missiles.
I think so.
I know it was pretty early on the passives.
And yeah, that's about it. Looking at the list. No, I think we covered everything.
Yeah. Did a good job.
I'm proud of us.
Proud of me too.
Well, now that we're 2 months into the game, let's get this game like a rating as it stands right now. Want to go first, TJP?
What did I give this game last time? Like a 6 or 7 or 5 or something?
Yeah, I think like we gave like a 6 or 7.
Assuming it stays the way it is now in terms of ping and whatnot, I would bump this up into a 7, maybe an 8. If it stays that way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Huge F, because I'll tell you right now,
Yeah.
PvP, the way it is with the ping and the good connection and all that fun stuff, it was a lot of fun. Like, I actually did have fun. It ain't perfect by any means necessary, but it was definitely way better than the previous iterations. They do need to kind of work on the events a little bit. They're not perfect,
Yeah.
but they're not the worst either, so
Like, this game is getting better all the time, which is great.
for the love of God, if you're putting out things for people to buy, make sure they work properly, because it's kind of bad if they don't.
Yeah, that actually goes into
Yep.
my score, actually, because my score is pretty much unchanged. Like, despite the fact that PvP is more fun and co-op since pings are lower, I still take issue with the quality assurance on this game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I agree.
I think a 7 is as high as I'll go.
Yeah, because despite the fact that, you know, everything's better now, I did not forget how I felt during that big downward spiral. That's going to
Mhm.
stick with me for a while, and
Yeah.
I'm not going to let that go.
And not only that, but I don't see that being the last time either.
Oh, it's gonna be far from the last
Yeah.
time.
Like, we're talking about like, I like these guys, but y'all some buffoons, man. Y'all like,
We didn't even talk about how they handled Iris's reveal. That was that was weird.
That's a marketing mess there.
that's right. They were like teasing the hell out of her.
Which,
And then
reminder,
like they were
she's been, you know, known since before the game even launched.
Mhm. She was on the title screen. They showed artwork of her in February. They did a lot.
She was plastered face first during pre-registration.
yeah.
Yeah.
I not forget all the
they
times she
showed
actually
her.
shown up during those little leaks.
Yeah, there was that stream where they showed her icon, and then with the update trailer, where it's like, "Hey, level 80 and everything," there she is right there on the character select screen in one of the segments of the video. So it's like, okay, guys.
Yeah. It's like y'all just need to get your stuff together, man, cuz
I think you guys need a new editor.
I think you guys need
Yeah.
you need something, because right now you guys got a mess, and
There's no coordination going on behind the scenes, I'm imagining.
I keep hearing this fact, and every time as time progresses, I'm beginning to think this is indeed a fact and not really like an opinion piece. But Capcom Taiwan has absolutely no, like, they tester things. They don't really make sure things work. They just have no quality control at all. It's just, oh, this looks good. Let's just put it out and see what happens. You can't be doing that, especially for a mobile game.
And they only fix it after people whine about it enough. Yeah, you can't do that.
You gotta wake up. We're talking. You want people to spend money in this game, man? You gotta be good. Like it's fine and dandy to listen to the people and heed to their wishes here and there, but
Have a little foresight at least.
yeah, you gotta like, you can't be incompetent about it either, because that'll kill your business hard, and that is how people stop. Like, when you put out that spin video, I hope you fired that guy.
Yeah.
Whoever's idea that was, I hope you fired him, because that was like the worst marketing ploy I have ever seen in my entire life. I've never seen a person just throw away their money like that.
Yeah, no kidding.
It's like, wow, they just don't want money, huh? Well, I guess. So yeah, you got.
Oh yeah, let's advertise the one thing everybody's been complaining about since the launch.
You guys gotta work on fixing that.
So then they're still trying to make amends for it, because you know there's all those comeback campaigns still in effect.
Yeah. So honestly, I mean, 7's not bad, but that still leads it to be an average game, and average can only get you so far. So I wouldn't skate on that average. You gotta get better, man.
Easter eggs can only do so much.
Yeah.
Fan servers only get you so far.
Titties can only get you so far. It's true.
That's why they made a skin with butt this time.
We'll see if it works.
Yeah.
It is limited time.
Cole, give us your score.
I'm probably gonna hover around a 7 as well. Like, I spend way too much time on this game, so I like playing it. You know, like, it's got its problems here and there, but I'm having a good time, and to me that's what really matters. Just something I can go to, play, have fun. And even now I can enjoy PvP, and I don't like PvP, but like now it's kind of fun because you can see what's happening.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna go around a high 7.
Okay.
Sounds about right.
I will agree with you guys. I'll say 7 at the highest. Yeah, I just don't feel confident enough to say like the game is gonna be that good going forward. Like, it's getting better. They're improving a lot of things. Events are better. PvP is better. Across the board, they're doing a lot to make the experience more enjoyable. I do appreciate that, but they need to get their quality assurance in order, because yeah, that whole fiasco a couple days ago, and we keep hearing this a lot, that apparently Capcom Taiwan doesn't test their stuff, and from what we've seen, like the fact that pretty much every co-op stage that's come out since the launch has been buggy in some way, sometimes to extreme degrees. Yeah, I'm inclined to believe that. So yeah, they just need to, you know, actually test their things, have a little foresight, and yeah, maybe my score will go up. But I do appreciate the stuff they've done towards making the game better. I'm of Cole. I'm not a big fan of PvP games in general, but now that the ping is tightened up, it actually feels kind of fun, which is great.
Oh, I'm actually curious on how the train state co-op stage holds up now with these lower pings.
That's true too. Yeah.
Oh, that is true, huh?
Yeah.
And one thing that I keep hearing is that Capcom Taiwan is severely understaffed right now. So that might have something to do with like these latest issues, but this is only coming from, one source, so I'm not entirely sure how much that matters.
We can't really like verify it. It's just something we heard.
Yep. And I don't think that's a fact we'll ever know for sure.
No. We'll never hear about it.
Unless there's an insider, which I highly doubt, because that would cost them their job if they did that. So, all we can do is speculate.
Yeah. Hope they do another survey soon, because I know there's a lot of little things that they could do to improve the game. One of them being, give me some more story and character interactions. That would be great. And there's like a bunch of other stuff I can't even think of right now, but like when that topic comes up, I'll remember it.
Yeah. I'm still holding, trying not to hold my breath, but I definitely would like to see a crossover event, not with a Mega Man game, but something Capcom.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Okay. What's like one Capcom series you like to see a crossover of? I'll say Ace Attorney.
Resident Evil.
Captain Commando.
Darkstalkers.
Need some love. They definitely need some love.
Yeah.
The only love they're getting right now is Teppen.
And pretty much every other crossover game.
Well, yeah, because
Yeah.
Morgan's always got to be there.
Morgan's
Yep.
always gonna be there.
Always.
Rival schools. That'd be fun. It wouldn't make any sense, but I just want to see rival schools come back.
I'm surprised they're not in Street Fighter at this point. Everything else is.
Yeah, right?
I know.
Bionic Commando, that would be a cool one. Put Red in there.
Okay, but which one though? Oh wait, no, Rat. You said okay, not Nathan.
Yeah, you gotta have the good Spencer.
You're not the one who's got a wife for an arm.
Bro, that is the thing. Jesus Christ. I almost forgot. My God.
7 out of 10. Let's see if it gets higher as the months go on.
But yeah.
I have faith. I think it will. I hope. I want to see this game stick around long enough to get really, really obscure stuff in it.
I'm hoping they're pulling the numbers. I don't know if they are, so I really can't say. But if they are, good. Kind of need it right now.
Yeah, Magnum's got to have a decent mobile time game at some point. Because so far they've kind of been, either they haven't lived long.
Yeah, let's hope it doesn't get to the point where this game closes down in a year. That would be really sad.
Yeah. Be big old depressing.
Because this game has some cool ideas, and not to mention the freaking fan service. It's amazing to see. So I hope this game does live long and prosper. Well, guys, on that note, I want to thank you so much for tuning into this, once again, extremely long State of X Dive discussion.
3
At least we
hours!
At least we didn't go 4 hours this time, right, Cole?
Well, if you if you count the blackout.
Okay, you have a point.
Yeah, with the blackout's 3 hours.
At least. But anyways, I've been ShadowRock.
I've been DGB.
I've been Megacoins.
And I've been ColeManX.
Coleman, where can they find you at?
You can find me at youtube.com/ColeFam. That is ColeFam. And we do lots of Mega Man stuff. Hence why I'm here. Thank you again for having me.
Yeah, and can't wait for that collab video to go up. We just recorded.
It's coming soon.
Yeah. Mega Quint, where can they find you at?
Find me at my old channel, youtube.com/megaquints, where I recently finished ZX Advent as Ash. Gonna be starting up Gray at some points, because I'm pretty sure this is gonna be taking up some of my time.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and TGP?
You can find me at youtube.com/ThyGameplayer. I've actually been getting a lot more into Ferham Heroes, so I might start putting that stuff up. I am having a hard time recording like good dive, so that may not go up. I'm trying, but we'll see, because I love this PvP and I want to do some things with it now. And
yeah,
you can also find me on twitter.com/ThyGameplayer or at ThyGameplayer. I'll be around just poop posting. Lots of poop posting.
Posting them XDs.
Oh boy, I love my XDs. My big ol' XDs.
I love them too. Alright guys, and obviously for ShadowRockZX, stay tuned for more Mega Man in general, and of course ColeManX Dive, because it seems like that's all we cover lately. It is what it is. Alright guys, thank you so much again, and until next time, rock on.
Peace out.
Good nuts.
See ya.